Everybody loved him. Hundreds of people would be by the courthouse, and he, put up his finger to the government, and that's it. This man is dying, and you still have him in solitary confinement. He was tied, his feet to the bed, and his hands were tied to the bed. People want to question if my father was weak or tough. He had a severe kidney infection. He was sick. He didn't get to see a doctor. By the time he got off the bus, he was covered in blood. If there was ever a time to become a rat or something, it would have been then. No, instead he fought 5 trials. Eli has never had any conversation with my father. You lie about my son? Like, this is how sick they are. I defend my family. I think I do a pretty good job of defending my family. But other people defend my family also. I don't ask them to do it, but they do. Hello, everybody. How is everyone tonight? I decided to go on last minute, and I didn't want to bother Marla. I figured she's probably sleeping. It's too late. So I'll be doing this by myself, I think. So let me say hello to everyone. Hello, Amber. Hello, big old wizard. Hello, Biggs. How are you? Hello, Aegon Targaryen. Hi, Amber Alert. Carol. How are you, Carol? Hello, David James. Hello, Joe Schmo. Hello, Fish. How are you? I hope you behave tonight. Please. Hello, Tommy C. Howie making all kinds of excuses. Yeah, that's what we're going to talk about tonight. Hello, D'Agosta. And hello, Gianni. How are you, Gianni? How are you? This is a nice surprise. I wish it was a nice surprise, but thank you. Hello, Story of One's Life, hosted by Sean Sullivan. Hello, Mary Patterson. Hello, Italian Stallion. I could really not even see that good tonight. My eyes were tearing all day today. I don't know why. Hi, Fin Freak. Hi, Winnie. Yes, they are cowards. Yes, they are, Fish. They are all cowards. Hello, Nick M. Hello, Minnie the Moocha. How are you, Minnie? Hello, Maureen. Hello, Frankie Calabria. Yes, it's a late night show. Let's see. Who else is here? Mark, how are you? Okay, I think I got everybody. I don't expect a lot of people tonight. Uh-oh, hold on. Hello, Bobby Styles. Oh, look at this. Drop the link. I can't let you do this alone. Okie dokies. So I was going to do this alone. So, okay. Hello, Ron Gross. Hello, William McKenzie. How are you? And hello. Oh, look at this. Sexy Jack. How are you? My heart for you will never break. My smile for you will never fade. My love for you will never end. You'll always have a place in my heart. Love, Sexy Jack. I can't. Thank you, Sexy Jack. Hello there, Liko. I hate hearing my voice.
Hello, how are you doing today?
How are you?
Yeah, I couldn't let you come on here by yourself. There's some things I want to clear up, especially with you, Howie, because I know you're here right now because you left that other room to come here. So I want to.
But you're echoing. You're loud.
1 second, my TV.
Oh, okay.
I got my direct TV put in, even though I didn't need it.
Hello, Jesse. Hello, Mikey. Oh, look who's here. Hello there, MRE. Yes. Hello, Freeside.
Am I echoing?
No, you sound good
Maybe
now.
if I put the mic in front of me.
Steve, how are you? Uh, let's see. I think I got everyone. He's walking the dog. Can't type walking dog. I
Hey,
joined
fish,
in.
fish,
He's
fish.
going to behave,
No,
Lee.
no, he's already starting with his wise marks.
No, let him.
We
Let's
let him
just,
in.
all right, let's just
That's
ignore
it.
him.
One time, fish. One more
Fish,
remark.
I asked you, please.
This is
And
why you don't
Renee,
go in no one's chat.
this is Renee. Hey, Angel. God bless you. Hope all is well. I may come on later when the kids pass out. If that is cool, that sure is cool. Yes, that would be nice. That would be very nice. MRE said he will come on when he is done walking his dog. And I will do a show alone once in a while. I will do one alone, fish, but behave. Wow, well, there's 110 people here. Wow, that's
Oh, you're going to have more than that, Angel, because there's nothing up and running right now. I think you're going to get a nice crowd in here tonight.
oh, okay. Well, thank you, everybody. Okay, let me. You want to start, Lee? You want to say something?
Yeah, and then I'll let you take over.
I didn't watch. I did not watch the other show where this all was going on. So I hope you could fill me in. I know a few things that happened that was said.
Well, one of the things is, Howie, I know you're here. You have to understand, Howie, when someone comes after you, that doesn't necessarily mean certain people behind it. Angel, when did I hear about this thing with Howie?
I think you heard about it a while ago.
Yes, and I've never done anything.
No.
And then today you told me that it was up. See,
Yes.
Howie, you have to understand. I was busy today dealing with Gene Barillo. But do me a favor, dude. Don't make accusations against me. Other people feel entitled to their opinions, and you're over there saying that these people are doing this to you and stuff. You're on a show that every night accuses me of kidnapping. I've never kidnapped nobody in my life, Howie. But you're up there. You put up the number for Social Security and told people to call Social Security on me, Howie. And now you're all upset because people are hitting you. But how about when you're up there doing this all the time, Howie?
Okay.
Okay.
So let's tell everybody what's going on. So hold on. Hold on. Oh, okay. Somebody's joining us.
Cool.
So see that? I didn't have to do this tonight alone. Okay, but let me just say this. Please hit the like button, everybody. There's a lot of lurkers, I know. But let me just say what happened today. You want to say something, Lee?
Go Giants.
Oh, okay, good. Go Giants.
We're playing tomorrow. Let's go Giants.
Okay, good. Yes. Oh, hold on. Everybody wants to text me now. My phone didn't ring all night long. Okay, I'm going to shut this off. Okay, so let me tell everybody. Here's MRE. Hello, MRE.
Hey, what's going on? Everybody,
Hello,
go check
MRE.
out the We Push Back community page. You're gonna really see something disgusting. That guy likes to film without his poor ex-wife knowing. Film her sexual acts. This man is a Howie. You are a real little deviant, aren't you, little pervy guy? You're a little deviant. Also investigating on Ripper charges, almost, huh? What a sick puppy. I've been saying this since I've been out here. All these stool pigeons, sexual deviants, weirdos, freaks, and degenerates. They're disgusting. And check out, I'm going to be streaming the We Push Back channel this week. We're going to put up, Dom put up on his community page. Go read this guy's rap sheet. The filthy things he did to 70-year-old people, putting 70-year-old people, home invading them. Who does that to people?
Okay.
Jeez.
So let me just tell. No, he's not. He's not a white supremacist. Find me the proof. Anyway, so let me just tell you this: what happened today. So this afternoon, I had seen this paperwork, but I only saw like a little bit of it. So I shared it. And I'm going to tell everybody why I shared it. I shared it because this person, Howie, oh, look at this. Oh, I'm going to have my 3 favorite men on. Look at this. This person, Howie, has done nothing but trash my brother, trash my father, and he's even gone after me. Okay, so when I saw some of this paperwork and I forgot the name of the account. I could look something about liars and rats or liars and cowards. Something I shared it. Okay, I shared it on my community page. Hello there, my favorites. Hello,
Hey, what's going on?
There goes
MRA
the
Lee.
neighborhood.
people up
Oh,
here.
shoot.
So let me just say, so I shared it and that was it. And I said to Lee, wow, there's some really bad stuff on some of these things, but I didn't know what it was yet. Okay. Then
You've seen it though, right?
yeah,
And
well,
Angel,
let
can
me
I,
tell you what happened. I'm going to tell you what happened.
Angel, can I just ask you one quick question? When you told me about this and I read it, what was it, about 5 o'clock this afternoon? And I said, wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
This is what the cover looks like. It is it says the United States District Court, Southern District of New York, United States of America against Anthony, this defendant that was on that case, Muscatello, right? And it's like a booklet. Look how many things there are. There's like all these what do you call it? Sections, chapters, whatever it is. So what happened is that now I get a text message from I'm just going to say it, from FBS, and he says this is a message from Howie, and it's threatening me.
Wow. Yeah, I guess the new thing is to make your YouTube. If you're a disgusting stool pigeon, come on YouTube and threaten grandmothers and Angel. That's how you start. She's all low lives, man.
Okay. So now I want you to know, first of all, I never even told anybody. Lee, I spoke to you. Did I tell you that I was getting a threat from Howie?
you never told me until now.
I didn't tell anybody. I didn't tell Dominic. I didn't tell anybody. I kept it to myself.
Well, basically, he was saying,
Tomorrow
Angel,
I figured because tomorrow I have a conference call with my attorney. So I figured, you know what? Let me just bring it up to him tomorrow because I don't think that this was legal what he said. So that's why, and I wasn't going to say a damn thing, not one word about it. But then I hear that he's doing his response to any of this, and I hear he's doing it tonight. And I swear on my kids, I did not put it on. I didn't do anything. I was sitting on the couch and I was playing Words with Friends, and I had my son streaming and his gaming thing, and I was just playing Words with Friends. And then I hear that he is blaming me, and that I'm scared. So I took it down. Now I'm going to tell you what this says. This says, this is a message from Howie to me. All of that can be proven wrong. I'm coming for you where it hurts you most. Use your imagination. Take it down. I just got off the phone with the government to counter your claims. First of all, where are these my claims? Okay. Now, here's the second one. The second one's even better. Angel, you need to tell Dominic I'm holding you responsible if he doesn't take it down. There's no proof of those accusations. That's why Jerry Capici never wrote about it. I never ever was suspected of rape. It's all slander. They ticked I don't know what ticked means. They ticked all the boxes. Drug addict. First of all, Howie, that's addict, like in your house. That's not how you spell drug addict. Murder, rapist, etc. And it's a total lie in order to get his client out on bail. I'm exploring all my options. I will sue if I can, and I'll deposition everyone in order to find out if that was put out for you or your brother. Okay?
All
Ay,
right,
ay,
well, no one
ay.
to cooperate. You're a scumbag, pal. Your own daughter hates you. Your own daughter hates you. What does that say? Guy's a weirdo. Anybody that would film their wife without the woman knowing, even, and he's Howie the cuck, and let a bunch of guys watch it. It's pretty disgusting. And that's isn't that like a sexual crime? I think
don't
it's
know what
illegal. You
I
can't
don't
do
know.
that to people. You sick pervert, deviant. What a deviant.
Yeah, but so this was something that was used um in court to fight. I guess this person was preparing, wanted to get out on bail. I don't even know that much about it. So this was all prepared. This was from that person's attorney, and it listed a lot of things in here. Now I skimmed through it before I got on here tonight. I didn't even read it. I printed it out because I wanted to see what the hell was in here, that what this was all about. So it appears that the attorney was getting together, trying to get his client out on bail. And he put this stuff up. Now, from what I see, some of this is from Howie's own recordings while he was recording.
Yeah.
This is what came from him, his own mouth, some of it in here. So this, first of all, you've known about this, Howie, since 2011. And once it's uploaded to PESA, it's now public record.
Yeah.
This was not done for me. It was not done for my brother. I had no idea that what this even was, but I just said, you know what? He keeps trashing me, my family, my brother, my father. You know what? I'm sharing this. So to be nice, okay? Because then he said, but I said, you know what? Let me take this down until I see what this is and really figure out all of this. And I'm going to speak to the attorney tomorrow. Then I printed it out and I started to read it, and I regretted taking it down. How's that, Howie? But I was a nice person to take it down. I took it down. And then you went on FBS's show and you threatened me.
Smart guy. The typical stoolie move. We've seen this from the stool pigeons over and over.
Angel, can you hear me? Can I say something real quick?
Of course.
Yes, I know 1,000%, facts that this was not no plan attack, or you didn't have nothing to do with this. And also, if you would like to hear the audio, you could go to my channel and I have the actual audio. Like if you have problems like reading or something and you want to hear the audio, I have the audio on my channel. All right.
And not only that, well, what kind of ego? It's a planned attack on me. Who do you think you are, Sleepy Joe? Like, come on, dude. And it's on the We Push Back YouTube community page, and I'll be streaming and putting it up this week. So
exactly.
And hey, listen, you come on YouTube as a stool pigeon, and people are going to expose your lies and stuff. That's just how it goes. That's just how the game goes, man. And now all that stuff is put up on there.
But
So
that was my point. Like, you people come on here, you all get together and you trash people. You trash family. This is what I said from day one.
They threaten people.
But they're trashing people too. Like, you're talking. Look, it's bad enough you did what you did. Now you're proud of it. From what I understand, Howie's very proud of what he did. Okay, you're proud of it. Come on here and tell your story. You don't have to trash people.
Yeah.
You don't have to lie. You didn't even know my brother. You never knew me. Come on.
He's doing it for clout. That's all he's doing.
Knew me.
And Howie, if you want to come on here, we'd all jump off and let you come up here with Angel.
I wouldn't sit here and talk to that stoolie. Not me.
But if you need to talk to Angel,
why would you want to talk about what? The guy is a supposed ripper. Look what he did to his wife. He home invaded old people. I'm not sitting on no panel with anyone or her elderly people and home invaded their house.
And just so you, MRE, Caneshade, and Dominic, I noticed you had this on your page early, MRE. That's where I read it from.
Oh yeah, that's right. I shared it. Yes, I did.
Yeah, and
share
then and Caneshade, you did a video on it a couple hours ago. Is that right?
An audio, yes, it's an audio.
Oh, an audio. Okay. So Angel and I, it's kind of funny, Angel. We read this stuff, and right away, we are behind it all. And these guys are very clever guys. We ain't behind shit.
They know you're not behind it. They know that. He's just trying to Just trying to grift, make some money off YouTube and act like killers. That's all they do. That's what all the stoolies do on here, lie and try to act like killers. It's disgusting.
Now I want to show everybody this, okay? Let me just show this.
And like what MRE says, if you're an informant, you're gonna get pushback. You come on here, you're gonna get pushback.
Exactly. Okay. Especially when you're attacking people and doing the filth and lying. You're going to have people expose you for that or call you out on that. Deal with it. It's so personal, like a little friggin' iris. Little bitch.
So I can't see right now. Can everybody see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the We Push Back website.
Yes. So this is the We Push Back website, right? So it's a whole bunch of, but if you go here to Courts in Session, okay?
Thank you.
Courts in Session. Yes. This page is dedicated. Yeah. This page is dedicated to inviting the viewer into the courtroom. And here are informant court documents. Here is this recent one with Gene Barillo. This is here. And this is the one that Howie is talking about. This is the Santos and Di Benedetto is the attorney. And then there's informant testimony transcript. So there's others on here.
Yeah, so you're not the only, you're nothing special there. You're nothing special there, Hollywood.
This has been going on. This has been going on. There's been videos. Justice Tech Pros has been putting court in session videos for like a month. Like this has been going on.
It's a new addition to the website.
Yeah, it's a new addition to the website.
If you got thin skin like this, sweetheart, you better not be sticking around. You should just go tuck tail and run. Right. And you got some creepy stuff about you, pal. Home invading old people. Your poor wife doesn't even know you're filming some deviant act. What's wrong with these people? Pervy little Howie the cock. Howie Weinstein. I like that, Mobland. I like that one. Howie Weinstein. Sounds pretty good.
I'm going to read something from Dominic, okay? I'm going to read this. See, I didn't tell Dominic any of this, but I figured, you know what? I'm going to go live. Let me just tell him now because I didn't want to blindside him like tomorrow if he should watch this or anything. So he wanted me to say a few things and I wasn't going to say it, but because I wouldn't throw him under a bus either. But now he just wants me to read this statement from him. Okay. This is from Dominic. We Push Back is solely run by me. I determine what to populate and myself alone. I don't direct, ask, or request anyone to do anything based on what I populate. If creators choose to add to the content, so be it. However, Angel had zero to do with any uploads. The We Push Back database is populated by me and me alone. So all complaints, inquiries, etc. should be directed to me and me alone. And by the way, I'm just getting started. Thank you, Dominic.
I'd be more scared of Dominic than I would us, because he's much more professional at this.
Be much more professional and much more intelligent. He's a very intelligent person, and he will pull up all that stuff and put it on there. That's why the We Push Back website and YouTube channel is very important because of filthy stoolies like this.
Yes. And like he said, if other content makers want to run with it, they could run with it.
Yeah, they've every right to.
No one. He's not putting a gun to no one's head and telling anyone what to do.
Of course not. When I seen it, listen, I woke up I milked the cows. I came in. I checked my YouTube. I seen the We Push Back community tab. I'm like, oh my God, I read it. It's like, yeah, this guy was investigated for rapes. His daughter hates him. All this stuff. He home invaded 7-year-old people. And he's on YouTube making threats, just like the rest of these stoolies.
Maybe you guys can answer this. This is what Howie's using for his defense. And to be fair, let's say what he's using for his defense. He's saying that whole thing was written by the lawyer for the guy that he was ratting on, and they were trying to discredit him. That's exactly what he said.
That's the name of the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when he was filling out his 302s, what was he doing?
Exactly.
If he didn't want that information, maybe he shouldn't be becoming an informant.
Exactly. Not only this, are the old people lying? Is your daughter lying too? Is your wife? Are you lying? Other one, you've talked about the sexual pornography, Mr. Flynn.
You decided to be an informant.
Yeah, deal with it. Look in the mirror.
Boy, you guys been drinking Jolt.
I just don't like them, and they need to not be handled with kid gloves. Some people, it's my way of yelling. It's just my way of it. You know, people handle it differently, and maybe I'm not the best at it. Put it that way.
And I'm Cuban. I'm very passionate.
Yeah, and I am Venezuelan, and I'm very passionate.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
I'm Dutch.
And me, I'm just. Sometimes I just have a heart when I shouldn't. God damn it! I never learned my damn lesson. I don't learn my lesson. I just said, you know what? Let me take it down.
I just don't understand why Howie Weinstein threatened you. Like, all you did is share something. You're not saying, you're like...
I didn't... It wasn't even... And I said, you can go and depose everybody on the planet. My brother and I had nothing to do with any of them. I don't know what you're talking about.
I think he's just... I don't mean to cut you off, but I think he's following the formula of, let's fight and attack Gotti's daughter, and maybe I can make a few bucks on YouTube.
See, I don't think that Howie's about that. I'm being honest. I didn't get that from him. But then again, I don't know because I don't watch. I don't watch him. I'll get bits and pieces.
Yeah, I've never watched him neither. I just know about this. I always seen a picture of him.
But I don't know. So like we fool around every night when we come on here. Oh, Howie hit the like button. We're teasing and stuff like that.
I just heard he threatened people and stuff like that. Threats.
Okay, I have another follow-up.
What do you got, a news reporter on the ground?
No, here is a follow-up from Dominic, Justice Tech Pros. The same way the government and their informants, along with their YouTube enablers, wish to spread information about defendants, We Push Back will be the oppositional force giving those defendants and their families a voice. It is up to the public to listen and absorb both sides and then conclude. Thank you, Dominic.
Well said.
And that's right. That's what We Push Back was all about. Remember? I remember when I first came on here, on social media with the whole A-Light thing. It was so frustrating. It was so crazy. I couldn't sleep at nights because I couldn't believe the things that he was doing and saying, how the lies that he was telling. And then I got a little satisfaction when Kasparosa came into the picture, but it was still so frustrating. And now that's why I always like the We Push Back, because you can tell your lies over there. We're gonna say what happened over here, and then people can decide. That's it.
Let the people decide, Howie Weinstein. Let the people decide. Let them look at all the facts. Let's see if the old people are lying. Let's see if your daughter's lying. Let's see if your wife's lying. Come on. And you're pretty braggadocious about people do tell me things. I haven't seen any clips of him yet, but people have said he's very braggadocious about crimes, and he tries to play the tough guy role and make threats. I got to watch some of his stuff. I haven't seen it. I don't know if he has a channel or not. I don't know. And if he did, I don't want to plug it, but I am going to play it's going to be called Howie Weinstein. It will be appearing this week, and I will read off the whole thing.
But
I have the audio.
I'll be playing Kane. I'm sorry, Angel. I'll be playing Caneshades audio.
Okay. if you didn't want any pushback, then don't get up there and trash people's families. Don't get up there and talk about my brother or my father or anybody's brother and father and mother and sister. Don't do it, because people can do the same thing to you.
But they don't like when that happens. Harvey Weinstein he's just a little guy.
He's very sensitive. His skin is so thin. Oh my God! I hope you don't take blood thinners, pal.
How about the fact that Gene Barillo went on the show tonight, on a show on one of these podcaster shows tonight, and Gene was basically blaming everybody for what he's doing, and the podcaster was agreeing with him and telling him
Everybody's full.
Yeah.
Emily left me. Emily left
but
me.
the show host was agreeing with him and saying
yeah,
that it's the parole officer's fault.
It's
the
everyone's
probation
fault,
officer's
but they're going to
fault.
do anything to appease him. You know that. They're going to do anything to appease them because they want him to come back on. They want the stool to come back and sit on the porch. They want the pigeon to sit right on the stool, and they want him to talk. But at the end of the day, it's Emily left me. Samantha won't be in my book. Gene, you're a sick simp, cuckold weirdo, getting women's names tattooed on you that dump you and you stalk them. You're a stalker.
He was arrested for stalking on January 10th.
Yeah, that he stalked
10
the
days
hell
ago.
out of that girl, Emily. He stalked the hell out of her, and it says, leave the girl alone, dude.
And
You
then
don't
you
like
have, and then you have this guy have him on the show and he's kissing his ass. It's like, have you totally lost all your dignity, dude?
But here's the thing. I expect nothing else but that, Paps, when it comes to anybody interviewing these informants, and that's your job, to interview informants. You're going to kiss their butt. You're going to pander to them and stroke their ego. These are narcissistic creeps, these informants, these rats. Narcissistic creeps. If you don't stroke their ego and kiss their butt and be a total simp to them, they won't come on your show no more.
Well,
So
this is
it doesn't surprise me that they go along. Yeah, it was the prosecutor. He's the reason you're going to jail. Everybody's picking on you, baby G.
And he's blaming the FBI on the phone call tonight. He's literally blaming the FBI.
At one point he loved the FBI, Gene.
Yeah,
You
oh,
loved
yeah, he
the
loved them,
FBI.
yeah.
At one point you ran to the FBI. So big brother turned on you, Jeannie. Come on, take accountability, Gene, for your actions. If people don't believe me, go check out my channel, my videos of Gene holding a bunch of knives, trying to stab Ruffin. You sicko. Well, not Ruffin, but go watch it. Go watch him crying about Samantha.
Yeah, this is the account that had that on there that I shared from them, Lying Rats and Mob 2 Low Lives. I shared their post.
Oh, all right. Yeah, they're a good channel. I've seen them recently.
Yes.
I thought there was somebody else, so I was like, I didn't trust them, but I got them mixed up.
Yeah, so I shared that. And as far as I heard tonight that once again, Gene said that I did not call his probation or his parole. Okay.
No, you did. Jimmy Calandra did.
Yeah, but he said I did, I think.
Well, listen, so FBS said, I couldn't believe he said this. He said, I knew she didn't do that, but you just accused me of that last 3 months ago.
He goes with whatever the way the wind's blowing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying.
At least he didn't say it. At least he didn't lie this time and say
No,
you
I
did it.
know,
When everybody knows Jimmy did it.
Well, everybody knows now. I never called. I've been saying it for a year and a half. It was in my lawsuit. It is in my lawsuit. I was falsely accused of doing that, so it's in there. But what is this? Howie's just following Piggy's formula by threatening Angel. It's just unbelievable to me.
Listen. Just like Don said.
Same thing. They all come and blame me. They all think that I tell you people what to do, all of you. Like I control all of you.
I don't listen to you since you cut my paycheck off.
You never listen to me anyway. I give you my advice and you don't listen.
Yeah, I do. Yes, I do, Angel.
Number one, how did you have anything to do with that? Didn't the government release that and other things? Were like, I don't get it. How did you have something to do with that?
And also, speaking of Venezuela, passionate Venezuelan, did you see the kitty cat call in that show and
No.
say, no, it wasn't me. I didn't call him. It was all me. Lee called. What do you think about that, Lee?
About who? Girly man?
Yeah, saying that it wasn't me. I didn't call. I didn't call the probation officer. It was all Lee. It was all Lee.
Yeah. Okay.
It was Sean, T. I swear, it was Sean all the
Yeah.
way. It was
In
legal.
one breath, I sent a letter to the judge, and then the other breath, I called his probation officer. So which one is it?
I know that. I think that. Oh no, I know what happened. He was accused of. You don't like it, Casperosa, when you're accused of something that you didn't do. Well, I don't like it when I'm accused of something that I didn't do either. But
Yeah, me too. I don't like being accused of being called a skinhead.
Exactly. Well, exactly. You're accused of being a
I was never a skinhead in my life.
Exactly.
It's ridiculous.
Exactly. So he quickly called in and he said, no, it wasn't him and it wasn't me. But he said, then he never remembers anything. That's the one thing about him. He never remembers nothing. But no. So that's my point is, and one thing that was said about you, you ran there and got on there. But you knew damn well that all the things that was said about my kids, my mother, me, you knew all along those things weren't true, but you didn't
And say a word. Wouldn't
not a
stick up.
word.
Wouldn't say a
Exactly.
word. And you know the
But
truth.
say one word about him and he's up there.
Oh yeah. But God forbid, stick up for your friends when you know those slanderous lies, but nothing but slanderous lies.
I just can't believe he had a message for that guy. That guy is friends with the guy that he's been the John A. Light Facts.com and he has any kind of word for that other guy that's friends with him. Like it's all fucking crazy.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
just
all
flip flop
crazy.
city, dude. Loyalty, character, your constitution goes right out the window. Once you get mad at somebody, we're angry. These people are clowns. This generation is a bunch of chooches and disloyal filth. That's why I know it's the end of times. Revelations.
MRE, the problem is that the guys making all this trouble right now are 50 and 60 years old.
Huh?
A lot of these informants right now are 50 and 60-year-old guys coming on here acting like 20-year-olds.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. They want to be a gangster. Yeah, they still want to be portrayed as tough street guys, user stool pigeons, and user perverts and deviants. 90% of you old woman beaters, perverts, deviants. Oh, your children hate you. Dad, it wasn't there. You're like
Look at Muggs. Look at Muggs. Muggs, why don't you tell everybody who you are? What, you haven't heard him lie yet? Why don't you tell everybody who you are?
I bet she's a stoolie.
Get
I'm
out
just
of
gonna
my
throw that
chat.
out there.
Get the hell out of here.
Or either that or one of his family members or his best friends are stool pigeons.
Get out of here. You
It's
haven't
one of
heard
JC's
him lie yet.
personalities.
You don't even know him.
Figured it was like a stool. See, stool pigeons don't even have no friends that come on to vouch for them. They might have like one stoolie friend they met in the My Blue Heaven training camp. That's about it. It's all My Blue Heaven with these stoolies.
It's freaking crazy, man.
And you know what the bigger embarrassment is? You people in the chat room that heard Gene Barillo and you were saying, "Oh, poor Gene's being set up and stuff." Do you guys understand that he's been arrested 3 times by the law?
For stalking a woman. It's not even like he's getting in bar fights.
There's an order of protection against him. That has nothing to do with me. I'm just putting out there what's there, people. And you guys, you hate people so much you don't want to hear the facts. You
don't kill the messenger. Don't kill the messenger.
You want to hear the fact that I got a warrant for a 22-year-old crime in Florida. That's the big thing that you guys want to hear. You don't even discuss it. You don't even know what it's about. None of you.
What's that have to do with the price of tea in China?
That was the big show this morning for like 4 hours.
Oh, hey, if they get their content, if they're getting all their content on you, then that says you're doing something right. So,
well, they can keep on doing it.
Especially little towns.
Hey, the more they come after me for Gene, the more I'll put up on Gene.
Yeah, please. Let me see. Stay right there, lying rats. Hold on. Stay right there.
And MR
Hold on.
and MRE is right. Times have changed, man. I'm just crazy. Like people got the ringtones of informants, and like I've never seen nothing like this. Like things have changed.
When we were in our 20s, Kane.
No, this is crazy. And it's not even a street thing. Like my mom doesn't like it. My grandmother, rest in peace, didn't like informants. This is not a street thing. No one likes a tattletale. Like no one likes that.
Yeah, nobody does.
Mm-hmm.
And
my
my
mother always told me, what happens here stays here in the house.
And they don't get it. When you do become a tattletale and you come on YouTube and attack people's families and make all these threats and make lies up about people are going to fact check that. And that's where We Push Back comes in and gives you a little pushback. That's all.
And let the public be the jury. Let the public be the jury.
Yeah. Let them see if they believe the 74-year-old people and believe your daughter, Howie Weinstein, and believe the sexual wife tape. Let's see if they believe it. Let them read all that. I'll play the audio of it too. Let them see what a nice guy you are. Daddy of the year. Daddy wasn't there.
Well, if you're going to hit Howie the way you usually do it, Howie, I would be nervous.
Well, I'm not going to be here. I'm just going to read the report and give my little take on it. I think it's.
I didn't do anything on you, Howie, because I don't even know who the hell you are.
Yeah, I don't know. Listen, I didn't know what he looked like until today. Someone showed me a picture. So I've just heard from credible sources of the kind of things he does on here. And then I read that about him. I was like, oh, who's this guy making his rounds? And thank you, We Push Back community tab. Thanks for the content. And that's why you got to deal with it, Howie Weinstein. You should get together with Vidal Sassoon.
And then
Sorry.
Okay.
Now, Lying Rats and MobTube Lowlives, you can drop your own link. I just gave you a run, so you can drop your own link. I'm sorry, everybody.
Yeah, and if you are from Miami and you are from the streets, say you're from the streets and you're from Miami, Dade County, it's anti-rat in Dade County. Change your life or don't change it. Once you rat, it's finito. Yeah, finito. That's what it is in Dade County. That's what it is in Miami. It's anti-rat in Miami.
Happy birthday to your daughter, JL.
Yeah, happy birthday, little one. God bless you.
On the streets perspective, that's what I'm talking. On the streets perspective in Miami, it's anti-rat. I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, listen, everywhere. No one likes a stoolie. Nobody does. Like, come on, think about it. Here's a bunch of guys who tried to be, and some became gangsters, right? They couldn't do the time, and they told on their friends. Some even lied, and the guys didn't even do nothing, just lied on everybody. 90% of them lie. Anyways, they get out, and they try to relive this persona on YouTube with cigars and fedora hats, threatening people, putting people's families' pictures up, trying to hurt them, making threats, and all hollow threats. Because I had that moron Calamandria threaten me for the last year, all hollow threats.
Oh, he threatened you bad, MRE.
He was going to break my teeth, bust my head, bite my butt, stick his hand up my backside, all this stuff. And he was just on Chaz Palminteri acting like the good new guy, reform guy. Wait till I do a video this week and show Jimmy act like a great guy on Chaz and then lying about Tommy Reynolds and being a tough guy threatening to kill people. But he's a changed man. Oh, and he's helped kids also. Yeah, I'm going to show you the video where he was going to make a second YouTube channel and sell his used clothes instead of donating to kids in Ukraine or inner city kids or any poor kids. They're all about themselves and they're all narcissists. Every one of them.
Hello, Michael Argenti. How are you?
What's up, Mikey? And Howie Weinstein seems like he's just another one. What a creepo. Who does that? Like, I think it's such a deviant move to do that to some woman who does not know. Like, I'm not into that anyways, even if she does know. But let's just say two people are into that. Do what you got to do in your own bedroom. But if the woman doesn't know and you are recording some woman, I don't care if it's your wife, if you're recording some woman under a sexual act and she does not know, that just is so morally wrong, man. Karma's going to get you. Wonder why your daughter hates you, dude. And that's me saying that.
and I'm going to keep going after lying informants. I have a big, you know, the chessboard. I have a big bishop. My favorite piece on the chessboard is a bishop. No, I'm sorry, a knight. I have a knight. It's a like little horse. I have a big knight right in front of that black gate. Check, check. That's all I'm gonna say. Check.
Well,
I'm
listen.
gonna keep going after these lying informants, and no one's gonna stop me.
No, you haven't started. You've been going hard since you started, and you put out great content, calling them out. That's why they don't like people like you. They don't like people like Dom. They don't like Angel. They don't like Lee. They don't like me. They don't like people like us because we don't like these informants, and we call them out on their lies or when they're torturing people's families, stuff like that. They don't want to hear it.
See, here's the thing is that, okay, so you go on whoever show you want to go on and you tell whatever stories you want, truthful or not truthful, whatever it is. But how do you get all up in crazy with your hair sticking up in the air when the other side comes back and says, no, that's not true. And this is what happened. And this is this. And you did that. And I don't understand. Where do you get the nerve to blame other people, threaten me, and say, oh, this is not true. This is not true. Listen, this is a whole bit. It's 30 pages. 30 pages. This thing is. I didn't make this. I didn't do this. I didn't wear a wire. Some of this stuff in here is his own words. So I don't understand. You know, you're getting all, you're going to sue. Who are you going to sue? It's public. It was on Pacer. It's public. Once it hits paper, it's public record. Who are you suing?
He's going to sue. He's going to sew a blanket up against the closet and put a cam in there and invite women over. The sicko.
Well, now, how do you think it looks that you're threatening me? You're threatening me. It's so stupid.
But Angel, they all do this. I know you know this. They all do this, though.
Exactly.
For instance, look at this. The guy Aralotta, for instance, he told a story on Bobby Luisi's channel that Damien Argenti's father, Rocco, was a great guy. Goes on another channel, and when he heard that Damien said, "My father never met him," and the guy Louis doesn't know him, and these guys don't know them, and one of them's still alive. He may be 96. But then we know him personally. We knew him since we were a little kid. He doesn't know the guy. So once he hears that, he wants to destroy graves and urinate on people's graves. I would never, even I don't like these people. I would never desecrate their families or do that to anybody. That's just, so how can they get mad when we just say, no, you didn't know them? You know, like you don't think there's people alive that were real close with his father who said, no, he didn't know him. What's he talking about? And not only that, he was with his father back then all the time, right by his dad's side. He don't remember you. Nobody knows you around here. And then you get mad, you know, just be like, okay, they have the right to that opinion. Say we're lying, whatever. But you make threats like a punk, just like they all do. Like Jimmy did, like Howie's doing to her. Howie Weinstein. These guys are all the same. That's why no stool pigeon is a good man. None of them are reformed, in my opinion. That's just me personally.
I mean, you guys, I don't know if any of you even know this because none of you were around like on social media in 2015. But you had to see the things that A-Light used to come up with. It was
I remember.
I seen it.
I followed it back then from afar. I didn't do YouTube and nothing, but I used to listen to all of that stuff, and I couldn't stand that guy. Remember, I told you when I first met you, I seen a book. I thought it was your brother's book, you know, because I only buy books. I don't buy stool pigeon books. I buy books by guys who don't tell on people. So I seen the Gotti book. I said, hey, let me buy it. And I went home, and it wasn't your brother's book. It was this clown's book. Read through it. Then I started following him on the YouTube channel. I was like, this guy's the biggest creep of all time and liar.
Same with me.
Yeah, in 2015, I was dropping tweets that Casper Rose is coming up with now.
Where does he get the time? Honestly, dude, where do you get the time? Your social life must be terrible. Where do you get the time?
Wait, so he would come on there and say things like that my brother was a punk and that my father while they were all in Florida together, my father told Eli, here, hey, meet me, kid. Dump my son and come and meet me in the club. I could not believe what he
Tonight,
actually
Angel, he said that he's holding a bomb on you from Charles Carniglia.
What?
He says that something about Charles Carniglia, he's going to use him against you.
He's going to use who?
Charles Carniglia, is that his name?
Who's going to use him against me?
Howie was talking about him tonight.
Howie, I don't even know Charles. I met Charles, I think, once or twice. How's he going to use him against me?
Well, they're claiming that he said something and they're going to bring out what he said and all that.
Oh, good, because you know what I could do? Thank God Charles is still alive, because I could just write him a letter. I could write Charles a letter.
So when did HW, can I ask Paps, when did HW
bring up with Charles? Are you people insane?
That's their secret weapon, Angel. That's the guy
Charles?
they were going to bring.
I don't even know Charles.
That's the guy they were going to bring out of the closet.
Oh God.
Charles Lee Ray? No, wait.
They don't even know. I got one more thing. Something for the public to ponder. When a defendant claims things are not true that are being said, it is brushed aside. Yet, when informants are faced with something they claim is not true, then that's a major problem. Comical at best. Okay, I'm done. I'll leave you to your show. No, I welcome this, Dominic.
Yeah, I like these little.
Whatever you want to say, Dom, you say. But
so when did HW Howie Weinstein say this, Paps? That like he's
he was saying it tonight. He was saying, well, if Angel wants to mess with me, we could talk about something about Charles Carniglia said.
Mess with him. Like, imagine that just for sharing something.
We'll ask Charles too. I'll write him and I'll ask him if
You
that's
should. It takes it away from him then.
Of course I will.
Yeah.
Thank God, these people. Whatever.
It's
Charles
crazy.
said, hearsay? Is that what you're going to make up something, Howie? You're going to make up shit? Listen, Howie, I didn't make up shit about you. This came from here. This came from court documents, okay? I didn't make these things up. All I did was share it. And then to be a nice person, I took it down. But then I took it down. Listen to this. This is what's wrong with me. I'm too nice. I took it down. I said, you know what? Frig this. I went on the couch. I started playing my game Words with Friends. Totally forgot all about it. Wasn't concerned about anything. Only to find out you're talking about me on FBS's show. Are you kidding me? And I'm the wrong one here.
Yeah, and threats coming from a man who was accused of rape is no joke. Well, threatening a man that was accused, investigated for rape is a pretty serious thing, in my opinion. Creep.
Okay, well,
Yeah, and if you want to.
Well, maybe you want to threaten me with Charles. Maybe I'll find out more of what I found out the other day, and then we'll play that game, Howie. You want to do that? We'll play that game. And the things that I found out the other day, I never even said anything about. You want to threaten me with Charles? I met Charles 2 times in my whole life.
Like MRE said, you want to come on YouTube and you're an informant, hey, expect the pushback. It is what expect it. Don't be surprised.
Especially, here's the thing. If you're just there's informants that come on YouTube that tell their stories, don't attack families, don't do all that. Yeah, maybe they embellish and lie. Of course, they all do. But they're not attacking people and stuff like that. It's different. When you come out and you're out attacking people and doing all this cringy stuff, like, people are going to call that out and push back on it. So deal with it.
You haven't seen Mikey Scars attack anybody, have you guys? I mean, people come on here and they just do their thing, keep their mouth shut, and they stay out of it.
No, I really don't see Mikey Scares attacking people. I've never seen Scares do that.
No, he hasn't. It doesn't matter whether you like what he did or not, but he's not doing the shit these other guys.
No, I'm giving him credit. I'm saying.
But Lee, is it excuses or no excuses? That's just my question to you.
Should be no excuses.
No excuses.
Okay.
I'm just going to say this, that when all this went down with Mikey Scars, I know somebody had said the other day, last week, that it was my brother John, something to do with Scars, but it wasn't my brother John. My brother John was in prison, so I think Mikey Scars had a problem with my Uncle Pete. It had nothing to do with my brother John. Just getting that out there. But is he going to come out here and attack people? I don't see that at all. No.
He, I have a little different theory on the Scars thing, but he is an informant. He's not attacking people, but I mean, weren't they gonna fry your brother, Angel?
We know that part. We know
course,
that part.
Yeah. I know.
If everybody here thinks, but if everybody here thinks that I like him, you're all nuts. No, I don't. My brother, the last trial was going to be a death penalty. They took it off. It was going to be life in ADX, Colorado. It's based on John A. Light. And as I said it, from the first trial to the fourth racketeering trial, Mikey Scars was very comfortable with what he was doing. So do I like him? No. But do I have some kind of appreciation for him telling the truth right now? Yeah. Will I like him maybe a month from now? No. I'm still not going to like him. But I could tell you from what I know about him, he is not going to get out on here and act like the other idiots that are on this YouTube. He is not going to attack people's families. He's not going to attack the people that he put away. That's not how he's built. He's not built like that. He's also very intelligent, in case people didn't know that about him.
Well, I'll give the stool pigeon this. Scares don't attack people's families. I'll give him that.
He doesn't.
And he shut Sammy Gravano right down.
Yeah,
Too bad they couldn't both went down in a ship.
I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. Because Gravano gets away with, he was getting away with lying, telling his stories and lying. But now here comes Mikey Scars to say, no, that's not true. That's not how that went down. And that bothers the crap out of Gravano because he thought he could get away with it. But again, I'm going to remind everybody, my brother will soon be out there, and we'll see what he has to say about everything.
Yeah, because Schmiegel's era, like all those guys are dead or in prison. So Schmiegel had free reign. So what is Scares calling out some of his bullcrap or something?
Well, Scars was with him on the street. I mean, they were together.
Yeah, I know. So he knows things.
Yeah,
so
he
can.
Said, no, Sammy, it's not true. You're lying. He's literally said that on a couple things now. He's called Sammy out. And the other day, Sammy did a show, and he said, I'm not going after this guy no more.
Do you think it will turn into like a little rodent war, Scares versus Schmiegel?
No, Schmiegel's already back down.
Oh, all right. Schmiegel's out of it. My precious. Smacking me, Schmiegel. No eyebrows. Wow. Schmiegel lost his coyotes and his eyebrows the day he told on everybody.
What is this? Fish was out on bail and beat 3 different cases while on bail. Never heard of someone so lucky.
Well, if that's true, God
that
bless
happens. It happens. Don't say
hit that like button, people.
Yeah, please hit the like button, everyone. Hold on.
Don't treat us like a brothel. Hit the like button.
Okay, we got more to say here. I love this.
If this was a brothel, I'd be hitting the hell out of that like button.
Let's not go down pervy lane, Paps.
Okay.
Brothels aren't pervy.
But it's still like sexual stuff, and we're not talking about.
God forbid. God forbid.
So here is more from Dominic. Since you asked, LOL. He said, for years, defendants have been subjected to having their image made into thumbnails. I don't know what that word is. Something names. Subjected to thumbnails or their names hashtagged for views, being subjected to abuse publicly. Families of defendants threatened, attacked, and smeared. Now the time has come for the voiceless to have a voice. So if lawsuits are being threatened, so be it. However, they will be met with equal force to defend actions as well as example citations. Freedom of speech is real, and it goes both ways. One important statement I want to declare publicly. Never once has Angel or anyone else directed, requested, or suggested a topic or an informant to cover within the We Push Back database. Thank you, Dominic. And if that was the case, we would have had a few that I don't like, and they're not up there, so it never happened. And that's that. Never happened. And thank you, Dominic.
And it's true. People, his family's been slandered. So many other families have been slandered. So many. Panisi, you lying ghost storytelling freak.
Yeah, they make stories. They make stories about his father almost every other day. They talk about
give
his
him
father.
fake nicknames. Smell. Remember the time where Panisi said that it was a big mob social club, and we streamed like hours of footage of it, where old ladies are going in there and cooking pasta, little kids, and there was no Panisi in there either.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I mean. So, like I said, you want to get mad at people for defending their families or going back at you. Sorry, then you shouldn't have done it from the beginning. You shouldn't have done it. You shouldn't have got up there and said anything if you were expecting like that nobody was going to do anything back. Ooh, be careful.
Damn, Angel, you got almost 120 likes in less than an hour.
I got 2.
Yeah, hit that like button. If you guys just came in, if you forgot to hit that like button, hit the like button.
Yeah, there's 207 people. Please hit the like button. There's 207. What are you talking about, Lee Cole?
And how many likes do we got? 115, 113?
I have no idea. I don't
114.
know.
Good numbers.
We
got some stoolies and stoolies watching without a doubt.
Any real fish, any real gangster would never actively be in other shows' chats. If they were actual gangsters, they'd have their own show. I don't even know what you mean, Ron Gross.
I don't even think
there is no gangsters on YouTube. There is no mob guys on here. Sammy the Bull's not a mob guy. Neither is Michael. You know why? They broke their oath. Just like if someone was in, I don't know, another thing, Mexican mafia or something, and they betrayed their friends, they're no longer in that. Once you break that out, you're no longer in the mob no more. So these guys are all stoolies. I
talked to 2 guys from Florida that are real gangsters, and they wouldn't even think about coming on here.
Yeah, they're not going to come on here. You nuts. They'd have to be crazy.
But it's insane here. They don't want nothing to do with this.
They just would never do it. I mean, there would be a target on their back, and they just would never do that.
The rats would go after them. They would gang up and go after them.
They're just not going to do it anyways. The call.
MRE. You know what? I'm so sick of this. Never mind. I'm not even repeating this. Go ahead. I'm sorry I interrupted you. I'm just going to block you if you come in with the nonsense. Sorry, people. But go ahead, MRE. How many times does he have to defend himself? Everybody lying rats and mob 2.
No, I am not. No, I'm not. You idiot. Fish, no, I'm not. You're a moron.
What happened? Wait.
He's an idiot.
Lying Rats and Mob 2 Blow Lives drop their link. Everybody, please give them a sub. I have a feeling that's going to be a really good channel.
Yeah, check them out.
And no, I don't know who it is either. But I just have a funny feeling it's going to be a good channel.
Yeah, there's some good stuff up on there. I got it mixed up with another channel the other day.
Because he had rats all around him. That's why. They all had rats all around them. Okay, let's see.
What Charles Caniglia would have done in his prime to those rats?
I don't know. I don't care.
Damn well he would have.
All I know is that I was holding my little, not even 9-pound Maltese, and he bit him.
Well, I guess them dogs can sense things.
And he turned around and looked like he wanted to kill somebody, and then he saw it was me with my little dog, and he just kept on going. I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Well, that dog would want to be around no more.
Yeah, that'd be the day I would have jumped on him and banged his head.
Yeah, thanks, JoJo. Yeah, JoJo knew my uncle and those guys. and they were good guys, and they helped a lot of people too. You don't hear those stories. You won't hear those stories on YouTube from all these little mob groupie channels of them actually doing good things and helping people. They just want to talk about cherry pick murders and stuff.
Yeah. Exactly, MRE. Exactly.
You won't hear about guys stopping violence and that stuff and doing good things and helping families, helping children.
They say you have a half sibling from whatever child. Is that true? No, it's not true. How's that? No, it's not true. That's Eli. Eli used to put that all over social media.
Yeah, he's the one who made up a story like you were adopted or your sister was adopted or a few of your kids were adopted. I don't know. He would make all
Back
kinds
to 2015 on Twitter.
He's a sick puppy.
All these people, I've heard all this already. Eli was the original person who did all this crap. Oh, look. Hi, Amber. Thank you, Amber. Thank you.
Hey, what's up, Amber?
And hi, Perry. Hello, Perry.
Hey, Dubs. What's
up? That's my vape guy.
Who ran from a city? The city you ran from? Who ran from a city?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
You run from a city.
Hello, Chicky. How are you, Chicky? I don't even know what's up with Tech Mafia, to be honest. I haven't even asked him about it. My nephew's fighting tomorrow night, everybody.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah.
Is there any way we could watch that?
Yeah, I was wrong. Big Steve texted me today and said they are going to be streaming it. So, yes, they will be streaming it. Last night I said no, but today he said
What kind of fight? Is it an MMA or a boxing? Do you know?
It's boxing.
All right, because I remember you said he switched professions or something.
Well, no, he's good. He's just boxing. I think he's going back to MMA. But tomorrow night he'll be boxing at Mohican Sun, and so the other very close friend of my brother and my nephew is Joey Cusimano. He's the heavyweight. I think he's the heavyweight champ. He's fighting as well.
Oh, Joey Cusimano, isn't he Irish?
What? I'm surprised you pronounced that name right, Lee Cole. You should get.
I said it fast. I didn't think about it. I just said it.
You should get a cookie for that.
Say it again.
Cusimano.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, look at that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Now, MRE, you did a show.
Didn't I say Carneglia correct too?
What is his name?
Carneglia.
Yeah, there's everybody pronounces it differently, but yes, you did.
Paps, are you going to Dago school at night?
No, it's called luck.
Oh, I was gonna say he's going to WAP school at night.
I could just say wasp names real good. That's it.
Now, MRE, this morning you did a show. You said that they had something in your area where if someone had a problem with someone, they would go and like fight it out, like a backyard thing or something. What do you say this morning that they did in your area?
Yeah, it's like an Xbox that's from around here, and his dad was a real serious dude too, and he's got some like boxing thing where if somebody have a problem, they get together, they fight, shake hands, so no violence and stuff.
They have the same thing down here in my area. I don't know if you ever heard of Data 5000 and Kimbo Slice level mark
and Masvidal.
Yeah, Masvidal. That's another one. My friend actually trained with him. Now, they have the same thing down here. Shout out to Data 5000. I used to do that in Bryan, and R.I.P. to my friend that used to fight in the backyard. But backyard fighting was really huge down
Did you
here.
ever fight Masvidal, Caneshade?
No, but my friend trained with him. When Masvidal was younger, he was in what's that Bruce Lee school, the Jeet Kune Do. They had one down here in Kendall, and friend, yeah, he that's originally when he was a kid, he was in Jeet Kune Do, the Bruce Lee school in Kendall, and my friend was with him in there. Yes. But the backyard fighting thing is huge down here in Miami.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they have it up here.
Yeah.
I forget the name of it though, but it's a good thing though.
Yeah.
Watch it, watch it.
My friend who passed away fought Level Martinez. Some of y'all probably know who Level Martinez is if you're from Miami. My friend, R.I.P. to my friend who passed away a few years ago.
Yeah, R.I.P. to him for sure.
I think this is so funny. Amber Alert says I still have Panisi's wrench. That's why he won't go live. Oh God, that's so funny. And then somebody else said that Panisi's going to be playing the priest in the new Exorcist movie. They're not gangsters and they're not men. I mean, all you had to do was just like, listen, did you want to come on and you want to explain yourself? Go ahead. You shouldn't have never blamed me. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing this right now if you blamed me or if you didn't blame my brother or myself. But whatever, that's on you now. What's this? We have a punk tube in George's camp and rat tube and I don't know what that is, Mark.
Have a nice eagle.
Yeah, that was right.
Yeah, I love the eagle.
So what else was said? Anybody? Lee, do you know?
The little kid that was turned to a blueberry and the
They were just shaking their head and agreeing with everything. You know, there was no.
Do you want to tell us any of the highlights from either one, the Barillo one or the other one?
It's been an interesting day. It's been an interesting day.
The what?
The Barillo one was hilarious because Gene came on and was like blaming everybody except himself. As long as you act like that, Gene, you're never going to help yourself, you know. And and he's defying. First of all, Gene, you're still breaking rules. And this is after you were warned in a court. If I was you, I'd go in a corner, I would say my prayers, and I would do my best to work with the courts and try to not to get.
Yeah.
He's his own worst enemy.
And take the Hulk Hogan vitamins, right, Lee?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yep. It's
say your prayers and do the Hulk Hogan vitamins.
And all that stuff was written by lawyers, and it's proven stuff by the police department. The police department confiscated his phones. Nobody else. He has nobody to blame.
Yeah, but himself. But he won't, like all these stoolies, they don't take no accountability for their actions ever.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, if you do that, you got to order protection. You just on June 10th got a stalking charge.
Yeah, and that's just what happens. Like, if you're gonna stalk a woman, like, hey, it sucks. Your girl broke up with you. Hey, it sucks, buddy. But what are you gonna do? You can't control people, make people like you or love you, dude. You can't do it. So by doing that, you're just gonna scare the girl away. You're gonna look like a creep. And would you want that done to your sister if you had one or something? Like, come on.
When he first started going out with her, he used to compare her to Amber Heard. He used to say, "I got my Amber Heard," and I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, but he'll trash them, but he gets their names on their chest. He's got 100 girls' names on them. Emily, Samantha.
Imagine his whole body's.
He's got his third grade girlfriend. He's got his first girlfriend tattooed on him. Some girl that said hi to him in a club. The next day, he got it tattooed on his back.
I stalked this one in '89. I stalked this one in '92.
I can picture him sitting there burning himself with matches. She loves me. She loves me not. Where is she?
It's like that movie Fear. You seen the movie Fear?
Yeah.
You know what? That actually, I could see Gene Barillo in that.
Like pounding the chest. Remember, he was pounding his chest.
Yes.
Yeah, he was Wahlberg. Samantha, Emily.
You know what? I just don't understand why. I'm sorry. I just don't understand why he would do it again and go on a convicted felon's
Nothing makes sense,
So-
Angel. Nothing makes
No, I
sense.
just, you
No.
know what? I don't understand why you would do something like that. He just keeps
He
digging
can't
his-
control himself. He can't.
It's sad, and I think
Yeah.
that's very sad.
He can't control himself. And
Okay.
if you're going to go out there and say you want to talk about your case or whatever, why wouldn't you go on like somebody with a big format? Why are you going to go on a format where everybody loves you now? I mean, you're not going to get any truth about what you've done.
No, sycophants. And that's why the people were going, yeah, it's not your fault.
Yeah, they're all picking on you, Gene. They're all
Yeah,
picking
because like
on
I
you.
said,
Yeah.
you must appease these stoolies. If you don't say things they like, they're not going to come back on.
Okay,
So
let me just read this again from Dominic.
Oh,
Another one.
good.
And he's right. The informants made a conscious decision to appear on YouTube and social media to use as a soapbox to bash, brag, lie, and insult. This decision is in fair contrast to their claims in court about wanting to leave their past behind and start over, focusing on building a new path. Therefore, the reaction of people based on their behavior is an inevitable result and should have been anticipated. The same way when I started my podcast 3 years ago, I expected and understood the opposition that what was to come my way. Do you understand that? Did I read that?
Exactly.
I was
100%.
just thinking to myself, Angel, you got such a beautiful reading voice.
What?
I'm gonna tape it and listen to it.
Right.
Full of it. That's why Convict Inc. says he loves listening to my show because I put him to sleep. He
All right,
likes-
Angel. Thanks for having me. I have to run. Please don't be mad at me. I have to run.
I'm not
uh,
mad at you, Caneshades.
Okay.
I'm mad at you.
Oh,
Mrs.
don't do it. Don't do it,
Yeah.
Emery. Don't do
Padermo's class, I didn't forget.
it. Hey, I love all you guys.
Hey, good luck to the
We
Bills.
love
this
you,
weekend.
Caneshades.
And
Take care, dude.
and if you want to hear the Santos transcripts, the audio, go to my channel and check it out.
Yeah, make sure you check. Can somebody drop Caneshades link in here, please?
All right, everyone have a blessed night.
You too, Caneshades.
All right, we push back.
Angel, I'm going to take off too.
Are you kidding me, right, Lee Cole? You're the one who got to tell me what the hell
no,
was
it's
going on.
11:30. But I like to say good night to you and good night to MRE, everybody in the chat.
Good night.
And no, I just got my Direct TV on today, so I want to enjoy it. I've been using internet YouTube TV now for 6 months, and I've hated it.
Well, you are in the twilight, Paps. You deserve to enjoy that, and you've been doing great work on the informants and your channels, blowing these other guys' channels out of the water. It's driving them nuts. You deserve your TV, my
Well,
friend.
I appreciate that, and I've been.
And you'll
enjoying
stab me in the back in 2 weeks.
it. No, I won't.
I'm only kidding.
No, I won't. Unless you do
Paps has
something.
already got a knife shopping in it.
Yeah, those days are over. Once you get to learn about these rats and you're around them, you don't go back to them. That'll never happen.
That's why, like,
No, I'm
people
not saying
say,
that.
oh, no,
I'm saying
people
Paps
say
would
like,
throw
oh,
dirt on me if he could.
no, that's not true. But people say, oh, give it time. Angel and Lee will not be friends. No, that's not true because I never really knew Lee before. I didn't know him at all. Now I know him. I know what makes him tick. I know how he gets like a baby sometimes, and you just have to ignore him.
Are you know the people in my family, how successful they are, and how all this bullshit they
I
talk
know
about?
him now, so I'm not
You know,
worried.
it's like
Well, it's your sons are your kids are all veterans, so
yeah, some and
He's
my
really a good person. You have to get to know him to
and
understand.
I'm very close to two of my sisters. We're very, very close.
Yes.
And one sister sends me a hat every week. Look at this. I got a Yellowstone hat, Dutton
I
Ranch.
like that Yellowstone.
I just got that one.
I
And
like
she's sending
that.
me. She's sending me a 666 ranch one. It's on its way. So, but you know, my sisters have lots of money. They're not like me. Okay.
and you're a lie. That girl's a liar. Don't talk
What
like
girl?
that. That's
What girl?
someone in the chat. You're an idiot.
What did you say?
A liar. Oh, making just stupid lies up.
Uh,
I don't know you, you freak.
all right. Well, I can't. I don't know who it is.
I don't know where it's at.
Well, you take care,
Dana,
guys.
you're a liar. You don't know me.
Good night, Lee Cole. Boy, he just bounced right out of here.
He wants to go watch the TV. Probably want to watch football or catching up with some sports. He's a
He
sports
is
head.
so. Oh, give me a break. You're such a liar.
I don't know that person.
I know you don't know that person.
No.
What's this? Angel has everything. Beautiful. What does that mean?
Yeah, I could still. Oh, she was hidden. Good, thank you, Amber. But I can see it on the.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I
right.
didn't notice it.
What's this? Unlike other shows, Angel will not ever ask for money. Just hit that like button, pretty please. Yes. Thank you, Renee. And neither does MRE. He never asks for money.
No.
But I think that Renee wanted to come on.
Yeah,
MRE.
cat, good people right there. How's the kids doing? Hope everybody's doing well.
Who?
Him.
Oh yeah, he wanted to come on, so I'm gonna drop the link for him. Oh,
Hey, Bob, what's up, man?
I just dropped the wrong thing. What did I do? Okay. So MRE, how was your day today, your night?
I was good. I was stocking shelves at Toys R Us for a little bit, and
That's
after
so
that,
good.
I went and grabbed a coffee milk, and then I came home and I hooked up the wires to my ears.
Oh, you got a coffee milk?
Yeah,
Oh look, Bobby
I
had
hooked up
his
those stupid
history.
headphones. That's what I meant by the wires. These dumb headphone things.
Wait,
I got.
Bobby-
Good. I'm glad to hear. I heard, I
very
heard about
good,
that.
Bobby. Very good.
Glad you're right. Give the baby
Yeah.
a hug for me.
Fish says FBS asked him for money. Where is Marla? Marla, I didn't want to bother Marla.
Where can our mother be?
Yeah,
Somebody
I didn't
tell
want to.
her away.
I wasn't gonna text her and wake her up. So I was coming on here by myself. I didn't plan on like anything. I was just gonna explain what happened, and that was it. I was
See,
very-
here's what happened with me. When I read that thing about the filming your wife when she doesn't know about it, the rape stuff, all that stuff, I was like, all right, well, I don't know who this creep is, but I heard a lot of scummy things about him. It's time to cover Howie Weinstein, HW. Time to cover HW, Howie Weinstein. Because that's Weinstein-esque behavior. And I just really hate sexual deviants like that and predators. I just really do.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a double hatred. Like, not only is he a stool pigeon, he's a predator. Just like Panisi knocking out their teeth. Like, you know, it's like, I just can't stomach these people.
Listen, what's this? Bobby B, hello. Glad your surgery went well. Remember, you will be walking in about 2 weeks. Oh, that's good.
I love that puppy, too.
How do you know what Marla's doing? Marla might be sleeping.
She could be.
Yeah, she
could be racing a Corvette down I-95 right now.
Oh, hold on.
Flying by Route 66.
Wait, she wants to go downstairs with her mother. All right.
Let's go see Mommy.
Yeah.
Bye, Grandma. She's going down. Granny time's over.
What are you looking for?
That's your pit bull, Carol? That's a cool pit bull. I like Bobby Styles, Doberman, Roddy. There's some cool looking dogs, these avatars. Cleveland Corleone's got a good, I think he's got a Boston Terrier. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. What's up, Cleveland? Hot cocoa soups. What's up, See No Evil, BK? Who else do I see? Jojo, Edwin, Malignant P.
Yeah.
Go slow on here for me.
It's going slow for you.
Ever since I hit my head, it's always been like that.
Oh, look at Cleveland's dog too.
Oh, Boxer. Okay, my
He's
bad.
my boxer named Capone. How cute.
He's got a huge head, I'll tell you that. Look at that head on
Yeah,
him.
he's so cute.
I like those colors in boxes. Usually I see the brindle ones and stuff, but I like the like that color in the boxer right there.
That's so cute.
What's up, BK?
Now I know see no evil. I know. Somebody else said when Marla's not here, it feels like we're naked. I don't know why people have to start. Listen, everybody, people can be in the chat. It doesn't. Why does everybody have to have a test? Like everybody has to ask everybody.
This is a test from the National Broadcast Association.
Yeah, I just don't understand. So what? Just leave it. Like leave it. People have to be tested. Like some
4
people,
+ 4 now.
no, you know what I mean. Like, so what? Just leave it alone.
What year did Napoleon cross the Rubicon?
And try to guess who
He never
this.
did.
Who's this? Emma?
He never did cross the Rubicon. That was Julius Caesar.
Who's this, Emery?
Hey,
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, how are you, Angel? I'm in my car, so it looks kind of mysterious, but
It does.
I just wanted to show my face and not, so you knew it wasn't some weirdo. Now I'm gonna disappear so I don't get 57 memes made from me. All right, see, there you go. Yeah, I'm just in my car. My daughter was really loud, and I just wanted to see how you guys are doing.
Oh, okay. That's really nice.
How's the new year going for you, man?
It's been really good. I had a mishap today. My wife and I were getting our taxes together, and we were looking for her ID, and we looked all day, and we found it, and it was exactly where she normally puts it, which was really weird because we looked there all over.
Yeah, that's the worst. Losing like some credentials like that because I don't carry a wallet. I usually just put them in a plastic and put them somewhere. So like I'll lose I'll be like, where did I put that thing? And I'll go crazy looking for it.
Yeah, I have an old box I keep in the living room where I put all the IDs and everything. I only take it when I'm driving.
What do you have?
I have an old box that I keep. It was probably for an old wallet, I think, from like 20 years ago. And I keep like all my expired and some of my current stuff in there so I don't lose it. Because
okay.
I lose things so easy. I'm a stoner. You guys know that.
Yes, we do.
You got to know your weakness. I have a hook on the wall for my keys. I've got a shelf for my wallet. There's a system.
I have a hook on the wall for my keys as well.
I have about 16 hooks on the walls for like dog leashes in my dog room and my I call it a arts and crafts room. I have all hookups for dog leashes, harnesses, all kinds of things.
And
what else do you got in there? That sounds like a mysterious room.
Yeah, I got some femur bone hanging on my wall.
It's like you ever see that movie, the Pirates, not the Pirates of the Caribbean, what was it called? Time Bandits. You ever see that movie?
Oh yeah, where he goes back and takes the Confederate gold.
Yeah, that too. Or then when he goes on the ship and there's like legs hanging like salami from the roof.
Yeah.
That's what I imagine your basement looks like, bro.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, I'm just playing with you.
Imagine that though. Oh my god, I'd have some
psychopathic life's good. I have no complaints. I have my health. We're all healthy, and that's what matters. Everything. We don't owe anybody anything, so
yeah.
That's good.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
I was just going to ask a question and now I forgot it.
Oh, and I'm not looking at the chat at all because I can't see it. But like if anyone has any questions.
How long have you been watching these shows? Because you've been around since the beginning, man.
Yeah. I think I was one of your first. You had less than 100 subscribers, so it's like maybe 2 years. Yeah. And
So you were subbed in the first week because I hit 1,000 subs
yeah,
in 1 week.
I was subbed when Caneshades, FBS, and Lee Cole were on a show together. I was on all their shows.
All right.
I was subbed to all of them, and then I made my first appearance in Pennsylvania because the little Keebler elf guy got smashed by Lee Cole the previous day. And I was basically telling him to keep his head up, and the little Keebler guy got really upset, and that was like my first appearance.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I remember you used to come on mine too, others, stuff like that.
Yours was the next day. I went on yours the next day because I didn't understand how the StreamYard worked. But yeah, you used to get mad at me sometimes.
Oh yeah, then we had the we had the like we had a few of them that went like 3-4 hours about technical.
Really good ones. The last one I did with you, it was 2 a.m. here in the West Coast, and we had 207 in the chat, so that was ridiculous.
Yeah, we always have good long conversations.
Yep, we're the same age, that's why, so it's relatable.
Yeah, and plus the Techno Bowl talk.
Yeah. I haven't played that for a while. I'm stuck on the Xbox.
I remember the day you came on my show one time when you played it.
Yeah. I wanted to show that the game existed.
I remember that, Bobby.
You know, throughout all of this and all of these shows and all the drama, we're still here. You know, the good people are still here.
Yeah, well, yes, a lot of people take like breaks for a while. They'll be gone for a week or two.
Yeah,
you know, because people sometimes people just don't want to watch crazy, watch stuff for a while.
I take a lot of breaks.
Yeah, well, everybody does, and they'll come back. Everybody different breaks and come back.
But today was weird for me because I'm subscribed to you, Lee, Angel, and a few of the other channels like Rat Trap City, and I never get any notifications for any of your shows. But I'm not subscribed to Pennsylvania's show or Gunpoke's show, but I always get notifications for their shows. I don't understand it.
YouTube's great. Yeah, YouTube's great. So listen, if everybody's channel, that goes for everybody's channel. If the bells worked and really went off for everybody would have double the viewers, honestly. The bells only go off for 30% of the people.
Exactly.
Yeah, they divide up reasons why, I think, for people to get notifications. They want me to get notifications so that I can start some crap maybe, but I don't go in those chat rooms ever.
I forget why they do it, but there is a reason why they don't send every notification out for every channel every time they go live.
Yeah, YouTube they're never going to tell everybody. It's like a liberal hive mind over there. Everything is weird.
What do you mean? Everybody's saying that just unsubscribe and subscribe again, and then you'll get
it. I've tried that, and it never works.
Really?
It works sometimes, but yeah, it's always going to do that. Eventually, fall back into that rhythm. It might help for the week or something.
Yeah, I might try it again then. But it's nice when you get the notifications. I usually, show up to shows a few minutes late.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I'm usually late because I don't get notifications. I just kind of check and see if there's a show on when I'm free, and then when it's on, then there it is.
Yeah.
Sometimes it don't go off for me neither. Like
I haven't got a notification for one of your shows or Angel's shows for at least 2 months.
Yeah, it happens to a lot of people.
And Marie, See No Evil wants you to see his 2 boxes.
Oh, wow. Oh, I didn't even see them. Wow. The one on the right, the darker one is really gorgeous. I like him a lot. They're beautiful. I love their ears. Look at the chest on them dogs and the muzzles. And I would not want to get attacked by them 2 dogs. I'll tell you that.
They'll probably lick you to death. Boxers are so sweet.
Well, when it comes to coming in their property, Josie's got 2.
Oh, yeah.
When it comes to someone coming in the house or, trying to hurt your owner, like my dog's nice too, but if somebody approached and they're loud or I told them Forza, he's going to hurt them.
See, my 2 dogs are completely different. The Chihuahua Pinscher that's about 9 years old, she's like that. She's a lot like a Doberman, very protective and easy. She listens to my words. But the Shih Tzu is the complete opposite. he wants to lick everybody. He'd be a terrible guard dog.
Yeah, my mother used to have the Shih Tzus, and we had the Dobermans.
Yeah, this little guy's cute. I thought he was a mix, but he's just a very rare American Shih Tzu. His face kind of looks like a Cocker Spaniel. So I was like, what's going on here? But it's their hair grows out over their eyes over time. I didn't know that.
My mother used to have them groomed all the time.
Oh, yeah. This little shit's going to get literally, this little shit's getting shaved.
Oh, they have to. Because they got like real hair, you know?
Yeah, it gets really long. And I think I talked to you about this before. They're from, they were given to royalty in China by Buddhists in the mountains as gifts. And then the Chinese gave them as gifts as well. And they used them as foot warmers, believe it or not. They've been around for over 1,000 years. It's pretty funny.
Yep. The Chinese, Japanese emperors and stuff had them. Yep.
Yep. They had those, and they had the Akitas in Japan. It's really cool how it's, I don't know. It's just a lot like marijuana with dogs. It's the same thing. A lot of breeds are land races. They're from a specific region forever. And if you're lucky enough, you can get them and breed them, you know?
No, 100%. A lot of people don't understand that about dogs.
Yeah, it's genetics. It's like, same thing like we were talking about the old Roman, the old Roman, what are they called? Oh, God, I can't believe they're called the engravings, the old engravings. They show those dogs, and those are really cool dogs. And their descendants.
The Roman tapestries and stuff like that. Engravings, dogs, yeah.
And they're mostly like Cane Corsos have their genetics like that, you know?
Yeah, Cane Corso, Neapolitan Mastiff are the closest thing to the old Roman.
Yes, those Mastiffs were cool.
Yeah, and they were used for a few things. They were used to guard the emperors at night, like Nero had, the personal slave would have the dogs.
They were used at war, too, to hunt people down.
They were used in war to patch up the line. There would be a centurion or maybe like 6 Cane Corsos. And if the line faltered a little, they would come in and patch up the line until the men regrouped. Yeah, well, the Cane Corsos are like a back crossing of those old genetics, which is why they're so awesome, because when they back cross the genetics of the Mastiffs, they get some old genetics to come out. A lot. We do that with marijuana. When I used to grow with my friends, we'd get seeds from professional breeders, and they'd be like, hey, we know you got a grow room, could you try this out? Where's the best place in the world to get a marijuana seed for a cigarette?
Honestly, you can order them online now, and there's seed banks all over. There's the Attitude Seed Bank out of Canada, and then there's one in America, and really it's really easy now. It's kind of a joke. It's so easy. Like I stopped growing 5 years ago because it's just easy to order it to my house, and I had you can't make money doing what I was doing anymore. It's just for the corporations,
Big corporations took it over. How many 10 years ago you would have been in jail for that, ain't it?
Yeah, I know. Well, from 2003 till 2011, that's pretty much what I was involved in San Francisco. It was a gray area, and we had warehouses. We were a group of guys. My bosses came from Seattle, and it's kind of crazy because Angel knows that one rapper guy, Burner. We were doing all of that like a block or two from where he was, and we never met him. It was kind of weird.
It was crazy that I've heard things on. It was called Murder Mountain in California. Where like weed dealers that used to be hippies, and they got taken over by more hardcore people.
Yes, it's the cartels took it over. See, in the 90s and in the early 2000s, that's where I used to have to go because I didn't know indoor growers. So in California, we had grow season, and that was typically between September and November when the indoor stuff would come to the big cities like San Francisco and LA. And then a lot of that sour diesel that the East Coasters got came out of that outdoor. But now those farms were taken over. A lot of cartels, because the border is so easy to get in, they just smuggle growers in there, give them instructions, and they're growing pot on federal land in California right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, in the national parks.
So the feds try to step in?
What's up?
Do they try to step in?
Yeah, well, the feds do, and they have a program, and National Geographic did a whole show on it. And they come in and they get a percentage of them, but it's such a vast area. We're talking about the Yosemite National Park area.
All right, so yeah,
Yeah, it's so vast and it's green. And these guys are pros at camouflaging and listening for helicopters. So the problem is, though, the cartels are causing a lot of pollution, and that's why they're easy to track. They have encampments. They cause a lot of forest fires in California.
leaving stuff behind, leaving their
Yeah.
camp behind, and
Yeah,
stuff.
when their grow is over, they just cut everything down. And they leave all their food there, all their pollution, and they pollute a lot of the rivers. So it's a problem, and it's because of medical marijuana made it so, a lot of people, it's hard for them to get licenses, and that land used to be used by people, and the cartels have taken over a lot of that land.
Wow. Yeah, I remember seeing that documentary.
It used to be a lot of serial killers up there, man. A lot of people
That's right. People went
never came back, bro. I knew 2 people in high school that I never saw again that went up there to trim weed in the late 90s, and no one ever knew what happened to them. They were literally on milk cartons.
Wow. Who is the ginger from the Flume? I don't know that, Bob. But yeah, I seen that Murder Mountain. The people were missing for years.
Yeah, it's the Emerald Triangle up there in Northern California.
Yeah, Emerald Triangle. That's what it was
Trinity County. When I was a kid, I used to go camping up there. I had no idea, what I was surrounded with. It's
and also they had like little mini militias almost.
Yes, a lot of them, a lot. But most of these guys now, they're in Oregon, because Oregon is easier for them to grow. So it's only a couple 100 miles north for them. So a lot of the American growers, they saw the cartels coming, and instead of fighting them off, they just went to Oregon.
Wow.
And that's where they are now. And they're protected by.
They don't put the soldiers at the cartel. The cartel can just keep bringing in soldiers.
They'll just keep bringing people in, and it's really up to our government to protect us against that stuff. You can't expect regular hippie growers to fight these guys off.
No, it's impossible. They don't got the manpower. They don't got what it takes. The cartels are ruthless. Like,
they are ruthless, man. They're not like Gay C. Trust me. None of these guys, I'm telling you right now, those guys would never have anything to do with that clown. That's just another funny subject.
Yeah.
I live in the Central Valley. I'm not friends or associates with those kind of people, but we know of those kind of people the way you knew of mob guys growing up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
Doesn't mean you hang out with them. It's just of them. They may see you and wave to you, but what are you going to do? This is where you live.
Yeah, that's the environment you were brought up in.
It is. It's the way it is out here. It's in the Central Valley. It's much more peaceful than where I grew up in the city, but it's getting bad here. Oh my God, MRE, no joke. My wife yesterday saw a shooting yesterday. There was a shooting in our hometown.
Wow.
Some guy, shooting yesterday. There was a shooting in our hometown. Yeah, some young kid. My wife was out shopping downtown. I live in Tracy, California. You can look it up. It's in the paper. And some random kid just pulled out a gun and started shooting. And it was downtown right near my wife, like 100 feet away from her.
I don't get why these people, whatever their grievance or beef is with the world, why would you kill innocent people? Like, why?
I don't even know. He was shooting at the ground. My wife was 100 feet away from him. He just started shooting at a tree.
That's psychedelics or meth?
Weird. Yeah, my wife said he was wearing all black, but, he was 100 feet from her. And, oh, my God, dude. If something happened to my wife, I would have just crumbled,
Oh, thank God nothing did. But I just don't get these psychos that go off and just start killing people.
Well, yeah, I know. And I told her, I go, did he see you? And she goes, yeah, he looked at me. I go, don't ever look at someone with a gun. Get out of there.
Well, thank God he didn't hurt her. Oh
I know. Thank God. He shot a tree, shot the ground. And the police actually came because the police department is 2 blocks away.
Oh, wow. Albino Dolphins are a travesty, Joe.
Yeah, you can look it up. Tracy Police, just yesterday. They have a Facebook thing. It's pretty crazy. It's just like,
what was he on? Was he on something? Was he high or something?
My wife said he was yelling stuff, but, she couldn't understand what he was saying. And I don't know. There's a lot of mentally disturbed people out there. And that's
true.
This is exactly why, I tell people your Second Amendment rights matter, because What
Oh,
if
yeah.
I was with my wife and the dude started shooting at her and I couldn't
Yep.
defend her?
Yeah, the only thing that be between her life is you saving her life
Yeah.
by taking him out.
Yeah, and you can't
got
always run, you know?
No, you can't. You got
always.
some crazy firing. No, you got to take that crazy out. You
Yeah.
know? Damn.
Firm believer in the good guy, scenario, because it happens. It just doesn't get reported in the liberal media.
Why do you think the founding fathers made the Second Amendment the Second Amendment? Because
Yeah.
without the Second Amendment, the First Amendment doesn't exist.
Yeah, you can't defend your right of speech. And then the Fourth Amendment, the right to privacy, what does that mean without the Second Amendment? It's the strongest amendment.
Sure, yeah.
If you ask the government, if you ask a tyrannical government, would you rather the citizens have guns or not? What do you think they're going to say?
No, exactly. Look at what did Jefferson say? From time to time, the Liberty Tree's leaves should be what was it? Washed
Should be
with
shook.
Yeah, and with blood or something. I don't know. My Jefferson quotes are off, but I used to know it by heart. The Tree of Liberty needs to be flushed with the bloods of tyrants and something else. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. One of my favorite saying is, when the cops, what was? Oh God, I'm gonna mess this up now. Damn it. I can't. I'll think of it. Go ahead and talk, and I'll think of it. It's a good one.
I forget, but yeah, a lot of great quotes.
Oh, I remember now. When seconds count, the police are minutes away.
Exactly.
Literally the truth, and it's your best case scenario. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You gotta defend yourself.
I'm not ever going to defend them.
I like a quote from Teddy Roosevelt. It goes, "Far better it is to dare mighty things than to take rank with those poor timid souls who know nor victory nor defeat."
Exactly.
Means, like, get off your ass and do something. And
then walk softly and carry a big stick is one of my favorites.
Yeah, walk softly and carry a big stick. Yeah, Roosevelt, man, he gave a speech after he took a bullet in the chest. He finished that speech.
I know. That's crazy.
Oh, no, Andrew Jackson, when he was 70 years old, an old man, the assassin pulled 2 Derringers out, 2 pistols, and they both misfired. Instead of Jackson hovering down, he attacked him with a cane.
Yeah, he had a lot of duels in real life. He didn't mess around.
No, Andrew Jackson fought a lot of duels.
It's hard to be a man like that nowadays. You know what I mean?
Those men don't exist no more.
They don't. Everybody's toxic to these people who wear skinny pants and drink apple beer,
That's why they got to bring back public dueling. Do you know how many people would stop slandering people?
Oh, my God.
It's legal.
No, this is 100%.
It might sound crazy. I might sound crazy saying that, but if you think about that, picture if somebody was slandering your family, you had the right to legally duel him. And a lot of people.
Yeah, you could both sign off just like on a waiver. Hey, it's not. Let's go.
Yeah, they'd be so although they could regulate it like that and all little things.
I wouldn't want to run around dueling people. I like my pistols. It keep a lot of us out of trouble. No one wants to get shot. Yep,
exactly. A lot less slander.
It's the nuclear bomb theory. If everyone has nuclear bombs, nobody throws them. Same with guns. If everyone has guns, it's actually safer. People just don't.
Of course it is, because listen, the criminals are always going to have bad guys. Criminals are always going to get them. So they're always
going to have the jump on you. Like when a criminal knows he's going to do something, he knows it 1 minute, 2 minutes, maybe even a day before he's going to attack you. Maybe a week before. You only have that couple of seconds notice when they start attacking you.
Yeah.
So that's why self-defense, not just guns, just being aware of your surroundings is probably the most
important. Be aware of your surroundings.
I do a lot of mental reps. My wife used to say it made me paranoid until she saw it helped. Just mental reps, just have conversations about, hey, honey, what if someone came up to us in the car at the gas pump?
I was going to ask you, what is a mental rep? I was like, what?
That's a mental rep. And then I'll be like, what should I do? And she'd be like, okay, well, maybe we should pay attention. Yes. And then, okay, lock the doors of the car and just have one person pump gas and, just little things. Just a mental rep is a, what if scenario kind of thing.
Sounds good. Me and my 3 Mormon wives are going to start doing that.
Cops do that all the time. A lot of people in security.
Oh, it actually
You have
sounds smart, especially with your
Because
family.
when it happens, you're not like, oh my God, I'm being robbed. It's like, okay, what's up? Like,
So it's
it's
sort
like,
of like a fire drill in the house with your family, sort of.
yes,
Right?
yes. You did mental reps, whether you realize it or not, when you met up with that clown months ago. You knew what you were going to do. You did your mental reps.
So what do you mean it was a mental rep that I was
You,
going to?
you put the scenario in your head, what might have happened when you met up with that guy.
Okay. I see
And you did a mental repetition of this is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to do it. Just like when you go to the gym, you do reps to make your muscles strong. You do mental reps for self-defense to make your self-defense tighter. It's just something that a lot of us tactical nerds do.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
I'll never be caught by surprise. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, you got to be aware of your surroundings wherever you go.
Yeah, that's the number one thing. Paying attention. It's like this channel I watch. It says, paying attention buys you time and time buys you options.
Yeah, it sure does.
If you're sitting in your car and you're just like, listen to your radio, you're in a bad neighborhood, you're not looking behind you, you're, something might
you better have that eyes in the rearview mirror, seeing where everybody's hands are.
Yeah, not paranoid, just paying attention. It's a big difference.
Always watch where somebody's hands are and what they're doing.
Always, always.
Look at the car. Look inside the car and see.
All of the surprises are going to come from their hands or their waistline, if it's a weapon or not. So any of those, I always pay attention to that.
Yeah, that's smart. I try. Don't get me wrong. Anybody can get caught making a mistake, but
no, for sure.
Paying attention a lot. Yeah,
I grew up in a big city. San Francisco's a big city. It's a lot like New York, a lot like Boston, and things happen fast. I had a guy rob me one time when I was 19. I could never forget it. I was on the bus and I wanted to get some weed. I was working for this temporary labor company making like $9 an hour, and I wanted to get weed and get a hotel room and go to sleep. I've been on my own since I was a teenager. I was like, I had nowhere to stay that night. It was a rough time. And I go, okay, well, I'm going to use this last $30 to get some weed. I see this guy do a deal in the back of the bus. So I asked him if he had any. He didn't have any more. He goes, get off at the next stop with me. So I got off. He runs in a laundromat, comes out, stuffs it in my pocket, wrapped in newspaper, takes my money, and he's gone. And so by the time I unwrap the newspaper and look, it's freaking laundry lint from the laundromat.
Oh my God.
And I'm just like, dude, I have no weed now. This guy vaporized. Like, I wanted to beat the piss out of him. He just disappeared. And he made his day. He took my last $30 and I had no weed. I remember I had $4. I didn't drink alcohol, but that night I bought a cheap bottle of freaking beer. And I cried myself to sleep. I'm being so stupid. But, that's the city of San Francisco or New York or Boston. That's going to happen,
Yeah, things can take off fast over here.
Yep. When you choose to play the game and roll the dice in the big city and shit like that happens, you can't cry.
Yeah, or even in this state, like in my state, like people, one that could be 1 minute a guy in a road rage and they're out trying to kill each other.
Yeah, that happens a lot out here. I just ignore people because I've recently gotten my Second Amendment rights back, and I'm just not trying to get in any trouble. And 99.9% of the time, I try to avoid everything. It's just not worth it.
Nah, life's too short.
Way too short. I've been through enough to learn, I've learned my lessons. Just whatever. Drive away. People are stupid. You'll never see them again.
Yeah. Those cities are big. Over here, you run into the same people.
Yeah. Well, no, but San Francisco's small, brother. It's only 7 miles by 7 miles. It's just vertical because the
that's right. It's like an island, really. Really
small, dude. It's just like small, like where you're from. So you do run into people. But I'll never go back, man. I like living in the country. It's much nicer here.
Yeah, I hear you. One day I'll be out in the country in a nice cardboard box. Hey, listen, I gotta take Angel. You're sleeping, right?
I am not sleeping. I'm editing the title to this thing.
I thought every 4 minutes you just wake up going, "Oh my God, what?"
No, not at all. I'm just doing my editing.
I have to go take the dog out and
Oh, you just
do a
took
few
the
things.
dog out.
No, that was about 7 hours ago.
His dog's gonna crap the floor.
Yeah, he's over near the door looking at me, like begging me to go out. So it's time to say goodbye to friends and family.
Do what you got to do, brother.
Hey, it's good talking to you, Renee. God bless you
God,
and the family.
God bless. It's
Angel,
always
thanks
good.
for having me on.
Thank you. I'm
Take
all
care,
right.
man.
Everybody in the chat.
Thank you so much.
All right, bye, everybody.
Thank you for
Take care,
everything,
brother.
Maury.
Yeah, he's a good guy. You know,
Yeah,
he's
you know what
proven
he
it.
did? He you know what he did? He said
That he'd take the videos down of the piggy
take the
files. I
video
saw that.
down if he stopped trashing my family, and
Yeah.
he did it. He took them down.
That is the stand-up guy of stand-up guys. That's
He is.
you know.
He is a stand-up guy. That's
Yeah,
right.
I'm not friends with anybody that doesn't like him for a reason. You know.
Yeah, exactly. He's a friend. That's a friend.
Yeah, I agree 1,000,000%. And he, those are views that he took away because he's a good guy.
Exactly. He took those views away.
Well,
Exactly.
you can do that when you're a good person and when you don't rely on YouTube for your money too. He's like the rest of us. He makes his money in real life.
That's true. That's
No
very
one. He doesn't beg for money, just like you.
no.
I don't beg for money. None of us do. We have real jobs.
Exactly. And he says MRE does what he says he's going to do. And he did it.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Anyone, from this side that's still around has proven themselves. A lot of people have fallen by the wayside on both areas.
You know what? Yeah. Very surprising.
A lot of phonies,
The past few weeks have been really eye-opening for me. People that I thought, were sincere turned out not to be sincere.
No, there's a lot of fakes out there.
And then people who you say, meanwhile they're here. They're always here. Those people are always here.
Hey, you know what, Angel?
What?
I know you know this because you're smart. Even the people that are haters, welcome aboard. We'll take the likes and the views, is what my friends used to say.
Tonight, people are being very stingy with those likes because when I went to edit the title of this show, I see. Oh no! Wait, what am I talking about?
You got to refresh it. Sometimes it'll say,
"Yeah." I'm so sorry, everybody.
Come on, you're the queen of likes, Angel. You just refresh the screen.
I know. I'm editing it. I'm saying, wow, I can't believe everybody's being so stingy. There's only 7. Meanwhile, there's 146. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
How many are in the actual chat right now? I can't see.
I don't even know. Oh, there's 155 people here.
Oh, wow. See, you're holding it down. It would have been like that no matter what. They love you.
No, they love everybody who comes on here.
Well, we all get along, You don't have to be members, and everybody doesn't have to have a wrench in your chat. It's nice.
I know. I see people are. Oh, come on, Fish. You're being like a little creepy right now.
Okay, here's the thing with Fish Tank.
Sammy was a good guy, worked hard.
Fish Tank is the ultimate troll, but he's kind of like a troll in retirement. So you see his moves coming, kind of like an old boxer. You can see the punches coming. Fish Tank was on another guy's show for a long time. We all know. And Fish Tank was on shows where I was being bashed and where MRE was being bashed. And he had a lot to say about MRE, calling him names and such. So, I just keep an eye on Fish Tank.
Well, you know what? MRE's not like that. Like, he's not the type that just because somebody, has opinion of him or doesn't like him, he's not the type to like boot them. He doesn't care. He's that way. He doesn't get butthurt. He doesn't have thin skin. So I had Fish on here, and I had a really interesting conversation with him.
He's a chameleon. He could talk to anybody. I'll give him that.
Yes, yes. And another person I had on that I really enjoyed my conversation with was Agnostic.
Yeah.
Agnostic was a nice conversation, but um I don't see him anymore because I think he got mad at me. He was
Yeah.
because somebody said he made a bad joke, and so
Oh, come on.
yeah,
Agnostic's always been good with me. I've never had a problem with agnostic.
agnostic, right? But
Yeah.
he made a bad joke about rape.
Well, yeah. Sometimes,
Yeah, so
nobody's
then
perfect.
everybody was like, "Oh, how could you?" Blah, blah.
See,
But
I'm not big on censorship. I'm more of a forgiving person, but if it keeps happening, then
yeah,
you drop the hammer and block people or whatever. But
yeah.
you know, people either are going to like you or not like you. If you come on YouTube and you're sensitive, it's not going to be a fun time for you. It really
No,
isn't.
exactly. Yeah, no, he was on MTR's show. I think he was on there.
Oh, okay.
I want to answer this, Piccolo Pete. So was the MMA Gotti kid really supposed to fight Baroni? No, not at all. Who said that?
Yeah, he
Baroni
was
wanted
baiting
to
him,
fight.
wasn't he?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
kept bothering him. That my nephew would never lower himself
Yeah,
down.
it would ruin your nephew's potential fights in the
Exactly.
future to fight such a garbage can like that.
Exactly. Exactly. So
I
no.
never liked Bill Baroni. I've been an MMA fan a long time. I've seen him fighting since the early 2000s, and he's just is notorious for being a bad sportsman, using steroids, just an all around not a good person.
Oh, hi, John Martin. How are you feeling? Oh, so you know who he was? You watched him fight?
Yeah, well, I've been a fan of MMA. I've seen him fighting for years. He's fought in a whole bunch of organizations, so I've been familiar with him. I haven't seen him fight in person, but I've seen him fight when he was relevant, when he was considered
Oh,
good.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, like 04, 05, 06. Back then. Extremely talented puncher, tremendous power, great athlete. Me and him are actually the same exact size. It's pretty funny. Um,
Really?
yeah, we're both 5'10", 208 pounds or so. He's just not a very good person, and apparently his father was not a good person either. So the
Well,
apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
his father was friends with Eli, with John
Yeah,
Eli, and then
yeah. I heard
father
he was an informant.
yeah, he testified against my brother.
Yeah, that's all I needed to hear. So I
Well,
just don't understand that.
yeah, but you know what the thing is? I'll tell you what happened, according to what I've read, is that Eli Baroni found out that Eli was going to be, was going to be a rat. So he ran and and confessed his sins that he did with Eli first.
Oh wow.
So then,
Yeah,
when he testified against my brother, he and Eli had two different versions of a story. So, and we
yeah,
all know now that he Eli's just a liar. But
yeah. He like, I mean, it's not even worth talking about. He just makes up his own
yeah,
lies and believes them. So
exactly.
what are you gonna do, right?
Yeah. Um.
But Baroni was exciting at one point. He had, I'd say, a 5 year period in the early 2000s where he had potential, but he just ruined it. Just being a bad person in many ways.
I think that when I think it was Lee Cole was reading it to me the other day. You know what? Like I don't usually get emotional, but maybe it was just the day. It was just that. But when he told me that this girl that Baroni killed had he was beating up even her feet. It made me so sick.
Yeah,
Like
it's
it
just
really made me sick. Like he was even beating her
like
feet. Like
how does it make you feel to hurt
to
someone
beat a
that's a
woman.
woman? Yeah, like I don't know, man. I've never ever hit a woman in my life. I actually I got slapped in high school once and made fun of for like the whole year because I didn't hit the girl back. But I deserved to get slapped, so
Oh,
I just said something that I shouldn't have said, and she got up and slapped me. I told her, "You ain't gonna do nothing. Come on," and she slapped me, man. I'll never forget it.
yeah. Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know how when you have desks in high school and there's rows, and they pass out the dittos from the teacher for the kids to do
Yes,
homework.
yes,
So
yeah.
I'm in the back row always because I'm the guy like Lee was, the guy in the back of the class, right?
Yeah.
Smart ass in the back. And I said something I'm not going to repeat here. I was joking with her and she didn't like it. Something to the effect of pass it back. And then I said, use the B word and laughed kind of. And she said, what did you say? I said it again. I said, you're not going to do nothing. And she did something.
Oh my God. No.
I had a handprint on my face for 2 days.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wait, Piccolo, no, you got this wrong. They killed Georgie Grasso. His father's not incarcerated. Or you mean Baroni is, but they killed Georgie Grasso. His father is the same name as the son.
Doesn't it make you wonder how many other things Baroni's gotten away with?
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
like in New York.
the father was a corrupt NYPD detective.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I heard. You just can only imagine him as a youth getting in trouble and daddy coming in and saving him multiple times.
Yeah, what a sin. What a shame.
Yeah.
You know what? I think my son's gonna be streaming it tomorrow night on his channel. I'm not sure yet where. I'll find out. I should find out. Oh wait, what time is it? No, I can't text him now. I would have texted now to find out who's streaming it. I don't
So
know.
how are you doing outside of this YouTube stuff? How's your regular life going for you?
My regular life is fine. You know, everything is good. Everything is okay. I'm gonna figure. Maybe I'll go live tomorrow night. We'll see, and then and we'll see how we can find out. I'll find out where it's streaming. Yeah,
You
on
know,
the gaming channel. My son is gonna be streaming it there.
okay, the Truth channel.
Yeah, yeah. I think he's gonna be streaming it.
We should have like a movie trivia night soon.
Yeah, we really should.
Movie and music trivia. I love
Yeah,
music. I love movies.
I love those nights when we do that.
What's your favorite music, Angel? Really, I've never heard you explain. What's your favorite music and what is your favorite song?
I love everything.
I love a lot of stuff too.
I love everything. I love country music. I love everything. You name it, I love it.
Do you like the Eagles?
Yeah, yeah.
Not
Some
much.
no. Some songs because
What about Don Henley? Like songs
I
like The Boys
love
of Summer.
him. Yes, I love
Boys
Don.
of Summer, that's my favorite. I think
Yeah,
Boys of Summer is my favorite song ever.
yeah. I love Don Henley. Don Henley has a song with what's her name? Crap. I never remember up here. Is it Patti Smythe? No.
He's done so many songs.
Oh, he's done so many. I love him.
He's
I
a
do. I
genius.
love him. Yes.
That song "Boys of Summer" it came out in 1985, and
Wait, I
that
gotta look
song
it up now. I gotta
it
look it
makes
up
me
now.
cry sometimes when I hear it at the right time. I think
Yeah.
of lost loves and stuff, and all the mistakes I made, and that song's one of
Yeah.
those songs.
Wait, I'm gonna look up his songs now because it's gonna drive me crazy. There's a song that I love.
Is it an older one?
Yeah. Let's see.
He's got a lot of them.
Yeah, he's got so many songs. But there's one he sings with a woman. I can't think of her name right now. Let me see. Oh, look who's here. Hold on. Oh no, I don't want to see it on here. I want you to show it to me. Let's see.
There's just certain songs that get me. That's
Heart
one
of
of
the
them.
Matter, I love. Remember Heart of the Matter?
Yes, that's a
Boys
great
of Summer.
song.
Yeah.
One of These Nights is a good one where he's singing most of the song.
Yeah.
Really, really groovy song.
Let's see. Let's see if it's on here on this CD. The Very Best of Don Henley.
Those Shoes, I think that was another one. That's another one.
Let's see. Why aren't they showing it to me?
Yeah, he did a a rendition on Howard Stern a couple years ago that's beautiful. A slow version of Boys of Summer. It's a slow version, and I like
Oh,
it better than the original.
really?
Yeah, it's beautiful. You'd probably get copyrighted if you played it, but wow, what a
Yeah,
great
I
song.
would. I would.
Right away, just boom, gone.
Don Henley. Come on, tell me the songs. List the songs. Let's see if this is it. All she wants to do is dance. Remember
Yeah,
that?
that was from that same album, yeah. All she wants to do is dance. I remember that song.
Come on. Where's that song? It's
It's
gonna.
so funny. The other show was making fun of something. I'm glad I just remembered this. And they brought up my high school yearbook,
Yeah.
pictures of me in high school chorus class. And they made fun of me. And I'm thinking, I loved being in chorus class. If you look at the picture, the three guys there next to me are all on the football team with me. And we loved it because girls like guys who sing. You know?
Oh yeah, exactly.
So somebody made a profile of me on that other
That's
channel.
it. That's it. That's it. You're right, Chicky. You're the best. That's it. With Stevie Nicks, Leather and Lace.
Yes, that is it. I knew.
Love
You know
that
what?
song.
Chicky is always got the answers when I don't have them on song.
Yes. Chicky,
We're-
you want to come on, Chicky? I'll drop the link for you.
Yeah,
But
Chicky, let's sing "Don't Stop Believing" together again.
yeah. Leather and Lace. I love that song. Yes. That's one
Yeah,
of my favorite songs.
Don
too.
Henley was a genius. He wrote all of his own songs too.
Who?
Don Henley, he
Oh,
wrote
yeah,
all of his own
he
songs.
wrote a lot of his songs. Yes, I know. And there's another one too. Remember the one with Kid Rock and Sheryl Crow? I love that.
Yeah.
I love that, even though I can't remember the name of it.
I
right
can't
now.
remember the name, but it was good. And I'm not a big Kid Rock fan actually, but that was a good
I
song.
love Kid Rock.
He's something I need to get probably reintroduced to. But I love almost every kind of music, except for some countries a little too much for me. I like Johnny Cash and the standard countries stuff.
Yeah,
But
I like old country music. It doesn't. I really like that. I like everything. A little bit of everything. There's some
yeah,
reggae that I like. Just everything. It depends on what kind of mood I'm in.
as far as like rap music or hip hop, I really stopped listening like around 2000. But a lot of 80s and 90s stuff, I like that.
Yeah, I like the old stuff. I like what my
Yeah.
kids. I could tell you Biggie songs backwards.
Yeah, there you go.
Eminem,
That's my generation.
Backwards.
That's great.
That's all they played. Biggie, Eminem, and
Yep.
the other
That's
one?
what I grew up with.
Jay-Z. That's what they played all the time.
Yeah, the music today is just
What was the
Oh my
one
God.
G Unit? What was G Unit?
G Unit. That was 50 Cent. That was kind of the last hurrah in the early 2000s, and Jay-Z had the Black album come out too, and those were the last of the last. Those were some good albums though.
Yeah.
Just now I can't even understand what they're saying now. They don't even rhyme anymore. I'm just
I know. You know what drives me crazy is that I have the Google alert so that like it's Google alert set for Gotti. So it'll go to my Gmail if there's anything about, any news about Gotti or
yeah.
whatever else. And so every day I get on and there's like Gotti every day. And then you click it open and it's all these names that I never heard before. Yak Gotti.
Yeah. No,
Urban
the
Gotti.
hip hop culture has completely usurped the Gotti name. They've been using it forever too. Like
Exactly.
well, the reason why is because when you think of Gotti, you think of, this is what in their mind is the ultimate gangster, the ultimate street guy, the ultimate family guy, the ultimate everything. And they just look up to that in hip hop. And it's always been that way.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. And
It must be weird. I couldn't imagine people with my last name. It would sound terrible because, my last name's too long.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably it. G Unit was big in like 2003. BK Shallon says, yeah, that's probably when my
Yeah.
son was blasting it all over the
Yep.
house.
Oh, I was listening to it too. I was 23, 24 years old still in the early 2000s. I can't believe how fast the last 20 years have gone.
It's gone by so fast.
So fast, Angel. It freaks me out. Like I'll see people and I'm like, oh my God, he looks old. And then I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh wow, I look old too. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that Mr. Leska's got a point here, Cali G.
What did he say?
I doubt the rappers are thinking about the ultimate family guy when they think about Gotti.
No, but I'm just saying though, like a father figure, like a lot of them might not have father figures in their life, and that's what I kind of meant. Like, no,
Yeah.
no, I'm not talking Peter Griffin stuff, guys.
Yeah.
That's great. Hey, Lois, like,
Yeah.
that's,
Well,
I
you're right.
love your chat.
You're right, Mr. Leska. And then Fish says, "Gotta be like Gotti and drive a Maserati." Who? That was somebody's song. Was that Biggie's song?
I don't know. Did your dad ever have a Maserati?
No.
I was gonna say I thought he liked Lincolns and stuff.
Yeah, he liked Lincoln's, and then it was Mercedes.
I liked Lincolns. The nicest car I had was a '69 Lincoln Continental, and it was the most powerful, beautiful Lincoln. I missed that.
Really?
Yeah, it was all white with black leather. Had power windows, doors, and locks, and it was a '69. And it was just nowadays they're worth like 50 grand. But you know
Who's
what a
here?
car. Chicky, what's up, brother?
You in the moonlight with those sleepy eyes. Could you ever love a man like me? Right?
Yes, I love that
There
song.
you go. Chicky filling in the blanks on all the music.
I love music.
I know, man.
You know that I swear to you, I came in tonight at 5 o'clock from dinner, and that song, I give you my word, was on my playlist playing on the way home. As God is my judge.
Isn't that crazy how that works?
That's what do you think I popped up with that so fast for? Because when
I
she
believe
said
that
girl,
God
that
has
girl, I
complete
texted her and I
control
said,
over.
I gave her the name.
Yeah, I think God controls music because I get
I'm
in the
telling you,
radio,
it's crazy.
it pops up. Yeah. What about that song, Chicky? You like that song, Lion Eyes? That song kind of makes me sad.
Oh yeah,
sometimes.
what's the one she sings about the landslide is unbelievable.
I love Landslide. I love that song.
Yeah, she's great. She's great. Even I seen a thing like maybe a year ago. I don't know, maybe a few years ago, a couple years ago. It wasn't like when she was young, but her and Don Henley got a lot older, obviously. But they did a song. It was on TikTok, and they were at some concert or something, and they sang it recently. You know, whatever, a couple years or whatever it's been.
Really?
Yeah, and they sounded still great, but it just
Yeah, Don is as good or better than ever. I think. I just saw him recently. Yeah, he's really good.
You know what was incredible too growing up and even now, you know, I go on this TikTok and it's incredible because they have a lot of music and I get a lot of music from there. But the old stuff. But I love Journey with
Perry.
Dude.
I'm from San Francisco. That's our hometown band.
Come on, them guys there, forget it.
Yeah, well, they had two lead singers that were both amazing at one point. That's crazy, you know.
Well, yeah, they had that Filipino guy that sounds just like Perry.
Well, he was really good, but you know,
he was in a Journey. What do they call the bands that pretend they're Journey? That's where they found him in the Philippines.
Yeah, the cover bands, and he is tremendous too. My wife's Filipino. My wife loves that guy. Anyone, if you're Filipino and famous, you are really loved among Filipinos like you would not believe.
You know what? You want to hear a funny thing about rock and roll? So back in the day, probably like in 2000, 2001, I worked at this bar. I ran a bar. A friend of mine, Bruno, owned a bar, a big nightclub in Springfield. And me and another kid, a friend of mine, used to be like the night managers, be there. And guess who the guys, it was probably 1998, 99. Guess who played for me? I used to, me and the kid paid him, but they used to give him $200 a night. Guess what the band from Springfield, Mass, that played at the club that I was friendly with these kids and they made it huge. Guess who they were?
Who?
Aaron Lewis and the group Stained. SD.
Oh my God! Dude, you know what? Oh my God! That album.
The kid worked at the bar, making four of them made $200. Split it.
That album, Chicky. When that album came out in 2000, I played that album until it almost broke.
Yeah.
the songs on that album
Are
were just
unbelievable.
ripping.
Outside, all these different,
I'm on the outside,
yeah, and the
and
girl
I'm
in the video,
looking in.
the
Oh
one
yeah,
he's singing to his wife, the one in the video where he's lighting
yes,
a cigarette and the
yep,
girl's laying on the floor.
yes,
That's
yes.
his
No, the
wife,
whole album was
but that's his
fantastic.
real wife in real life. She's Italian. He married a girl named her name is Vanessa Zamboni. I
And
was
that's
good
what all
friends
of
with
his
her
songs are
grandfather.
about her, right?
What?
Aren't all of his songs about her?
Yeah, well, that first one when she's laying on the ground was the one that shot him to stardom. That's he
Yeah,
wrote that for her, and everything is about recovery and getting his head straight. All the
yeah.
songs are based on that.
I know the whole album is dark, and a lot of my friends would not let me play it at their
Right,
house.
right.
But it's like, hey, this song, and these songs were written by someone who was emotionally ready to write these songs.
Absolutely. That makes a song huge. Like even
Yes,
Leonard Skinner, any of them
yes,
bands, they write certain
yes.
songs that they're
It's
forever.
like we were talking. Yeah, exactly. Anything that there's that emotion. I love Leonard Skinner, by the way. Don't even get me started.
Right.
My God, they
Yeah.
died the year I was born. I was 3 months old when they died. I never got a chance to
Would
see
they
them
all
play.
die in a plane or something and went down?
Yeah, plane crash. There's a cover band with his brother leading it, and no other members, I think, are in it. But yeah, the band died in that plane crash.
Right. Hey, Angel, I
A
wanted to
couple.
tell you about another subject. I watched a movie the other night, like couldn't sleep 3 in the morning. I went on YouTube and there was a movie. I don't know if you ever seen it. John Travolta's in it and Dustin Hoffman. It's called Mad City. Do you ever
No,
see it, Angel?
no.
Mad City. Okay. MAD
Wow.
and City. You got to watch it sometime. It's incredible.
Wow, I never saw that.
John Travolta's, I think it's before Pulp Fiction. And, he's just a regular guy working in a museum. And I think it's in California somewhere. And Dustin Hoffman is a reporter for like the local news channel. And
Yeah.
I ain't even going to get into it, but if you watch it, it's unbelievable. And I never even heard of it. I didn't remember being in the movie theater, but one of the best John Travolta movies, one of them I ever seen.
Really?
Yeah, it's called Mad City. I
Now,
told 4 people, they're
I'm
like,
gonna
"What are
have
you
to look
talking
that
about?"
up now.
Look it up, Mad City. I'm telling you, it's like a 2.5 hour movie. I couldn't stop watching it.
Well, I believe you, man. You got good music and movie taste, brother.
Yeah, I like it, it is. But I'm just saying, what a movie. If anybody has time, they want to watch it, check it out. It's great.
Mad City. I'm
Yeah,
writing it down.
Mad City.
All right.
What did you see this on?
What I did was I went on YouTube and I just was flicking through YouTube and it came up John Travolta, Dustin Hoffman movie, Mad City. So I said, so I put it on my big TV at home. And I said, let me watch this. It was late at night. And I'm telling you, usually I have 10, 15 minutes. I don't like it. I say, see you later. But let me tell you, what a movie. I watched the whole thing.
Yeah, I love watching old movies, but especially something that I miss like
Yeah.
that. Wow,
John,
I gotta see it.
I'll give you like a little synopsis without telling you the punchline. But John Travolta works at a museum and they fire him because they're doing cutbacks. The woman running it is a real miserable lady. They're doing cutbacks. So they keep one security guard. So John Travolta has a family. He has a wife and a kid. His mother-in-law lives with him. So he comes back to work to talk to the lady, or he tried to talk to her before. They don't show you him get fired. They just show him coming back in, and he's got a bag on him, like a big bag. And he says, he's kind of slow a little bit. He plays like a real good, kind of a little bit slow kind of guy. And he comes back and he's all dressed in his uniform. And he says to the lady running the museum, who's replaced by a real good actress, but she's an older actress. She says, whatever her name is, Mrs. Whatever. Can I talk to you, please? Can I please talk to you? I want to have my, what is he saying? Oh, so, he says, can I have my job back, please? Whatever. And she don't want to talk to him. She's like, I don't want to talk to you. Get out of here. I'll call the police. You're done. Leave. Real rude. And he's like, please just let me talk. Can I just have 5 minutes of your time, please? And he's begging her. And she's like, get out of here. You're done. And then he takes a shotgun out of the bag and it starts from there. And it's unbelievable.
Holy shit.
And not only does he got a shotgun, what's that?
I think I saw this.
And not only does he have a shotgun, he has a bag of dynamite that could level the whole block. And he did it to scare her. He had no business, like he don't even want to use it. But what transpires in the 2 hours, you forget it.
Oh wow.
Really?
Oh, I'm telling you, it's a really good movie.
Is it anything like Falling Down? Because I loved that movie.
Falling Down, that's with the guy with Michael Douglas.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good, but it was a lot of action with shooting everybody and blowing up.
Yeah.
This wasn't like that. This was more calmer. And then to beat it all, to put it all in perspective, he's in there with the woman, and there happens to be a class of 30, like 20 or 30 little, like maybe fourth graders, third or fourth graders visiting the museum. So he ends up taking them all hostage. It's just unbelievable.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. And he's very nice to the kids. He has the key for the vending machines. He opens all the machines, says, go ahead, take chips. And, so he treats them all good. He don't abuse them or nothing, but he just wants 5 minutes of this lady's time to please he tells her, can I have my job back? But what he calls in that 2 hours, forget it.
Man,
it's crazy.
I'm gonna watch that. You made it.
You'll like it,
You
and
did
then
like
I'm
the
gonna tell you
best
the end.
commercial. That was like the best commercial for a Travolta movie ever.
I like Travolta. Travolta's a great actor, but I'm just saying this one here really, because I never heard of it. I'm like, what is this? Travolta, Dustin Hoffman.
Travolta is one of my favorite actors. I love him. Now,
and let's face it, Dustin Hoffman's incredible with that movie Outbreak. Yeah. Come on, what's better than that?
Yeah, Outbreak, or don't forget, my kids are autistic, so Rain Man is like gold for me. I love that.
That's a great, incredible movie.
Yeah, it's a true story too.
That I had seen it before, but what an incredible movie! Whoever likes military movies is American Sniper.
I haven't seen that yet, but I need to see it from what everyone's telling me.
Let me tell you, if you didn't see that, you're really missing out.
Because I know the story on it, but I never saw the movie. So Chris
Kyle was a Navy SEAL.
Yeah,
and he did 4 tours in during the war.
Yeah, he got killed in a shooting range
by some nutcase kid that they were trying to help. Him and his best friend.
Every time I go to the shooting range, Chicky, I think about what happened there. It scares me. Yeah, well, my son and I, when we go, and we haven't been able to go for 6 months because legally I couldn't go.
Right.
And but the way we would do it is we bring 4 guns to shoot whenever we go.
Yeah.
And we would keep one on us concealed in case some wacko was there loaded. And then, the other guns we bring for target shooting, because you just never know.
Listen to me. And I've been, now I'm, had a little trouble, so I can't go near guns. But back in the day, I used to go to a shooting range, to shoot. And I'm telling you, I don't know if laws changed in the last 10 years, but there's some wackos that would come in there and they would rent these guns. And they're right next to whoever they wiped everybody out in the whole place.
Oh my God, Chicky, that's what I'm trying to say. So like that rental gun case has 30 guns on them. They're not well maintained. I oil my guns, clean them with CLP, everything. These guns look like shit. They're sitting on the shelf. Not only can they explode, but they don't even teach these guys the basic handling. They're just like, oh, you want to rent it? Oh, you're over 21.
Yeah, and then they give you the bullets, right? You say, okay, how many cartons
they
of bullets?
Shoot the roof.
They just give them to you
at the shooting range. Yeah, they shoot the roof at the shooting range all the time. Make mistakes and stuff. So getting shot on accident at the range is a thing too.
Absolutely.
I live in it's scary. So what I used the range for when I would go was just to dial in my gun's sights. And then we live in the country. So 5 miles from my house, we shoot on farmland, and that's where we do the fun shooting.
Yeah.
I have to tell you, Pat. Excuse me 1 minute, Pat. I just looked at the trailer for it, and it does look like a good movie.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah,
I didn't know it was from 1997.
Yeah, I've never even heard of it.
Yeah,
there's a lot of movies that came out that year that were really good. That's probably why.
1997, and I never heard of it in the movie theater. I never heard of it when you talk about him, and I'm telling you, it's one of his. I'm going to say, in my opinion, probably one of his best acting. Because he plays a completely different character than you're used to. It ain't Saturday Night Fever. It ain't.
Yeah.
It's completely like he's a little off, but he's a good, wholesome guy. But he's just a little nuts. But whatever. It's a really good movie. Like just really good. And then Dustin Hoffman starts off doing it for a selfish reason, but then he really falls for John Travolta. He sees what a good guy he is, and it's crazy. And the FBI gets involved because they want them kids out of there, and it's just crazy.
A good guy that means well but doesn't do well.
Exactly.
Wow.
And his wife, John Travolta's wife in the movie, plays another actress, and she says to the reporters come to her house, and she says, she didn't even know he was fired. She goes, he's not fired. He goes to work every day. He puts his uniform on and he goes to work. I make his lunch and he goes with his paper lunch and a uniform. So the Dustin Hoffman says to John Travolta, well, what are you doing? Where are you going? Your wife says she didn't even know you were fired. He goes, I couldn't tell her that I couldn't support her and the kids no more. So I get my bag lunch and I go to a movie and just sit there all day and watch a movie.
Damn.
With his uniform, you know, because he couldn't tell his wife he couldn't support them no more.
What a
That's
shame.
rough.
Yeah, you'll love the movie to watch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. You know, Angel, please don't get mad at me. I haven't watched any of the Gotti movies, including the one he's in. And this shows.
Don't worry about it.
No, I'm just saying though, you know, like I've never seen The Godfather 1, 2, or 3 either. So yeah, I'm just not really into that stuff that much.
Well,
I mean, it's
don't-
interesting, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw Goodfellas and I saw Casino, but you know, I've just never been into it.
Have you ever seen the movie from Boston, from South Boston, The Town with Ben Affleck?
Oh my God, yes, that
Great
movie
movie.
right there.
Did I
I
see
love that movie,
One of the best. That's one of the best movies you'll ever see if you like that.
bro.
You know, like
I love that movie. That was the only movie with Ben Affleck that I loved. When he went into the flower shop and he clipped that guy, that was my favorite fucking scene.
Do you know? I don't know about right now, but you know Charlestown, Mass, right? So it's a part of Boston. Do you know
Yeah.
they were the armed car, and I believe I know armed car for sure, but they were the armed car
Of the world.
and bank robbery capital of the world.
Yeah,
It was
I heard
handed
that.
down
That's crazy.
from generation to generation. Like guys' fathers were doing life in prison in Walpole and all the Massachusetts and state and federal prison most, but they was handed down to their kids, to the grandkids in South Boston.
What a great movie, man. And it's based on a true story. I know they put some Hollywood in there, but you know, what a movie.
Let me tell you something. You can ask anybody that's been in federal prison will tell you, anybody. And if they don't tell you, they either never have or they're lying. The guys from Boston, the South Boston guys they're serious guys in prison. All them guys from out that way, I'm telling you, they are serious guys. There are a lot of shot callers in the federal prison system. All them guys from, that area. They're serious guys.
I could imagine, man. There's just
The
a lot
Shea
of money
Brothers,
to be had.
all these guys, they're serious guys.
Where there's a lot of money to be had, there's going to be gnarly people getting that money.
Right.
No matter where.
Is the town the one where he pretends he's somebody else who just
No. The town's the one they dress up in nuns' outfits and go into the bank and rob it with AK.
But yeah, he pretends to the girl that he isn't robbing the bank, though. Remember, she doesn't know.
No, I think he falls in love with the girl, right?
Yeah,
And
he
that other
leaves her
great
money
actor,
at the end.
Jeremy Renner, whatever his name is a great actor.
Yeah, he's from Sacramento. He's from a town near where I live.
Right.
He's a native out here. He dies a tough death at the end of that movie, man.
Oh, he went out shooting. Though. That's how them guys are out there.
He took a drink from a soda on the ground that was randomly there and just took one, you know?
Did you see in the movie what they were trying to rob?
Yeah, the freaking Boston
Fenway Stadium.
Yeah, the Boston
Red Sox.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that. The Red Sox. Yeah, I couldn't believe that.
You couldn't get more iconic than putting that in the movie.
That was unbelievable. I know. No, that movie, I saw that movie in the theater with my wife, and then when it came out, we bought it. It's that movie's great. The other one is The Departed. I like The Departed a lot.
Good. But that was so loosely based.
No, it was so
supposed to be
loosely based on Whitey Bulger. No,
based on that.
Yeah, I'm sure you probably knew the real people in that shit.
Well, I knew some of the people that are involved after the fact, but I didn't know, I'm in Springfield. I'm about an hour from Boston, but it's pretty violent over in Springfield where I am too. Very violent. Probably just as violent as Boston.
I mean, who knew it? The home of Smith and Wesson. Every time I look at my revolver, it says Springfield
Mass.
right there. Yep.
That was big for me in my federal case. Thank you, Springfield, Mass. West.
I know. I heard about that. It's a confusing thing that happened with you, but it's completely possible. I've always defended you on that.
That's right. I don't even want to talk about. I don't even bring it up.
No, we won't talk about it. But I do love. Oh, they're losers, Chicky.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't even want to get into it because I'm done with that bullshit. I'm just peaceful. I go see my grandkids. It ain't worth it. And I told Angel many times, she knows. And you're not
Yeah.
going to win at the end. Just let them do what they got to do. And I don't care
Never.
about nobody. Let me just do my life. And I wish them
I
the
feel
best.
like
Me
what's
the
been
best, and I
said
think-
has been said, and anything else after now is just repeating stuff. And what's the point of that, right?
100%. And I'm not going to lie to you. I'll be the first to admit it. For about 3 months, I went on shows. I defended
Oh
myself
no,
like a.
Chicky,
I made an
Chicky,
asshole of myself.
you
And I'll
defended
never do it
yourself,
again.
and there was a couple times I feel like you shouldn't have did it, but there was
Yeah,
a
I
certain
know.
time that you made me laugh really hard,
Yeah.
and that was worth it. I'm sorry. You
Yeah.
went on.
No, I appreciate
That
it.
was
Like I said,
funny.
it's just at the end of the day, I mean,
No.
I lost, we all lose our mind once in a while. I lost my mind for a couple of months. It'll never happen again. But,
Yeah.
they could say 59 things about you. You defend 59 things, and then the next day there's 36 more. So you would have to keep
Yeah.
going until there's 400 more things.
No,
Come on.
I know. You remember
just
I've been
stupid.
attacked too. I'm just some guy in the comment section, and they put
Yeah.
pictures of me in high school yearbook online. I mean, they had to go back to 1995 to find my high school pictures, and
Yeah.
it's like God, I was handsome then too, guys. What do you want me to
I
do?
know. You got to tell me they're bringing videos up from 9 years ago. I mean, it would be.
Oh
what
my
are you gonna
God, they
do?
brought up
Come
a
on.
case of mine from 2008,
Yeah.
brother, and it was just like, really? I mean, it's just
At the
they
end of the
misrepresented
day,
it.
and I know people thrive on this shit in the chats.
Yeah.
They do. There are a lot of chats that people love this, right? Because as long as they don't know who they are and they don't know their kids and they don't know their kids'
Yeah.
houses, they thrive on it. But at the end of the day, it's really, and I'm just being honest as far as my opinion. It's evil. It's very evil when you get
It is evil.
when you
It
put
is evil.
little kids involved and people's daughters
Chicky,
and sons.
I've heard
Very
things.
evil.
I've heard the most evil things on this so-called genre,
Yeah.
and I've been on YouTube since 2006. I have another channel that I will never share here because it's
Right.
so degenerate here, and I've had the channel since 2006, or seven actually, and yeah, I've never seen an area of the internet that is as bad as this. It's bad.
Well, you know whose fault it is. It's not even the content creator's fault. It's YouTube's fault.
YouTube,
Because
yeah, they allow it.
how they don't have some agency or somebody. Yeah, I know it's a huge conglomerate, but how they don't have some kind of standard. They have a standard, but it's never enforced.
They do. But if you
So-
don't have 100,000 or more people, and for the most part, they usually don't. They won't help you.
Yeah. No, you're right.
They're just
You're right.
they'll hear it. You'll send them the emails. They'll take a couple videos down for you. YouTube
But what's
is
going to
out
happen
here.
eventually, and I still believe this, and remember, I've said it from the beginning, not me, I'm just saying in general, what's going to happen is, I don't know who it's going to be. I don't even know if it's going to be in this genre, but eventually, it'll definitely be in this genre, whatever genre you think this is, but somebody's going to get hurt. That's eventually what's going to happen.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
and I hope that
I'm
doesn't
just
happen.
saying, yeah, you're going to get some guy who's not playing with a full deck,
Yep.
and it's going to come to where somebody runs into somebody somewhere,
Yes.
and it's going to end bad, and then YouTube will
Well,
get
Chicky,
involved.
I'm out here in California.
Yeah.
I've already ran into 3 people from the comment section in person, and all 3 of them, one of them online didn't have nice things to say about me.
Yeah.
All 3 of them were really nice when they were in front of me. So, it is what it is. I don't get too upset because I know the internet gives people muscles,
No, absolutely. But like I said, I only came on this probably about a year ago, year and a half, maybe. Well, in this genre, about a year ago.
Yeah.
But
Me about a
this
year and a half.
computer
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, I had a flip phone until like 2018. So I mean, I really did. I should have kept the flip phone, to be honest with you. But anyways,
Yeah, like John Jr., he keeps his flip phone out here.
Imagine this. I'm telling you.
No, the internet can suck you in, Chicky. I've been sucked into debates and I've gone up on and argued. It's just stupid,
And like I told an Angel will tell you, I'm not just saying it. When people say John Jr.'s on YouTube watching, he's not. He has no.
I know. I don't never think he is.
What's this? What's that? He doesn't know. He don't care about that YouTube shit.
He's ignoring it, and ignore is the key word to ignorance.
Well, you know what
and they say it's bliss.
He's got so many big things going, good things going, and like this weekend, tomorrow night, if you're out in New I think it's sold out. But Mohegan Sun, they got a great fight tomorrow night. It starts at 7:00. CES, Jimmy Birchfield Sr. from Providence, does a company.
I mean, he's watching his son fight. You think he cares about any of this?
And when you go to the fight, you might say hello to you, but he ain't talking to you until after the fight because he's very, very stressed to make sure his kid does.
He's so nervous.
Yeah, yeah.
That's great, though. You know.
I'll tell you a story. You're gonna laugh. So we're in Hartford, Connecticut, at the convention center, and John, Angel's nephew, John the Third, is fighting MMA. So we're all there. This is like 2019. We're all there. I must have brought from my area. We probably I don't know, maybe 60 people. We bought, we got 60 tickets and brought everybody. So we're all there. So I got a friend, well, I won't mention, but you guys know who he is. And he had been drinking, coming up there to not driving, but drinking at a bar like across the street from the convention center. So he comes in, and of course, John comes up to us. We're talking with John, laughing, whatever. And he picks up that the kid is drinking, right away. He knows the kid's off a little. So he pulls the kid aside and he goes, what are you celebrating? What are you drinking for? My kid didn't even fight yet. I mean, what are you celebrating? He goes, you can't have a drink with me later when we see what happens. He wins or whatever. But the way he said it was funny. But that's where his mind was. He ain't worried about
how nervous he gets.
Yeah. I don't know your brother Angel, but he strikes me as the kind of person that focuses on one thing and makes sure it's right.
Yeah, he does. He
probably doesn't want to get distracted when he's just trying to watch that fight.
And that's why
we know better than to even call him. I won't even call him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He texted, you know what he did? Yes. Oh, yeah. Let me see if I put it in. Oh, let me get it. He texted me a picture. Was it today? Oh, man. I think yes, he texted me. He texted me this morning. Not this morning. He texted me because today was the weigh-in.
Yes. Yeah. They're sleeping over tonight and tomorrow.
Yeah. Hold on.
Nice.
Let me see if I put it in here. Yeah, he texted me the picture of my nephew. No, I didn't put it in. Let me put it in now. I put it on my Instagram.
Angel, you know who will come on your show? I'll call him Monday, maybe next week if you want him. Is that kid? I think he's going to win. But that kid Cusimano, Joey Cusimano.
Oh, I would love him.
Yeah, he'll come on next week. I'll call him Monday. He'll definitely come on.
Yeah, I would love to have him.
He's the heavyweight champ. And he's got 2 or 3 belts. He's the main event. I think it's your nephew and then him, or vice versa.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
They're fighting right back to back. But usually the heavyweights, the final, the last one.
Yeah. Okay, here's my nephew, everybody. Hold on. I just put it in. This is what my brother texted me early afternoon too. He did the weigh-in.
Yeah, they got there, I think, yesterday.
Look at him.
Kid's a beast.
He's a big dude. What did he weigh in at?
You see that stomach?
Yeah, he's a beast.
Looks like a whole
Yeah.
bunch of rolls.
Let me tell you what that takes. That takes a lot. See, I have the top muscles, but the bottom muscles, I don't know if I'll ever get them. That's really impressive,
I got stomach like that, under about 80 pounds of stomach. It's under there.
I used to weigh 264, and now I weigh 208. So I know
God bless.
what it's like to shed it off. Yeah, well, I was 264 over 10 years ago. I've been between 208 and 225 for like the last 5 years. So it's a journey, but now, the diabetes has gone away, so it means I'm doing good.
Oh, that's good. Very good.
Yeah, I've been off the diabetes meds for 2 years. Once I hit 230, the diabetes symptoms went away.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, 208 this morning, I think. I got to weigh myself in the morning with no food in my belly. So otherwise, it doesn't count.
Oh, yeah, true. What's his fighting weight? I don't know. What's his fighting weight?
Probably. I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna say probably at that size he is right there. I'm gonna say probably 165, 170, right around.
Yeah,
there.
I'd say maybe 180. My son's 170, and he looks a little bigger than my son.
Yeah, I don't know if he's 180. I know he was big like that in 2000. He got big for the MMA.
He's got a large torso. He's got a big torso. He's a wide guy.
Yeah.
So you never know. Those are the kind of guys that can hide their weight pretty good.
I can't believe he's got a beard again. I can't stand when these kids have that beard. My son too. My son's got the beard.
But he does. Let me tell you something about this kid, about her nephew. the kid in person is a true gentleman. You would never ever guess he's a fighter. Humble.
Hey, Chicky, most
Yeah.
fighters are like that, though, Chicky. They're humbled. They're usually really
Oh my
like
God,
that.
the kid is he's so quiet and like peaceful. It's like you did never picture him being like that kind of fighter.
I've met a lot of those guys in MMA, and including I met Nick Diaz, a guy that everyone thinks is this mean guy.
Him and his brother. Yeah,
I live right near them. I live 2 freeway exits from them. They live in Stockton.
right.
We run into them. They're great guys. They're really nice guys. They wave to you and
legend.
all that stuff. Yeah, no, they're really nice. But if you see them online, they have kind of a character they use.
Yeah, we got the kid out here from back in the day. He knocked out that Crow cop, the Croatian cop there, the special forces guy. His name is Gabriel Gonzaga.
Gonzaga from Link Training Center.
Not even 10 minutes from me.
I know who Gabriel Gonzaga is. He was a jiu-jitsu champion for many years.
Yeah, he learned under the Gracies.
2007, he head kicked him in 2007. I'll never forget it.
He lives like 10 minutes away in Ludlow.
I paid for that freaking pay-per-view, and my wife almost strangled me.
Oh, God. What do you have to weigh for heavyweight?
Cusimano's got to be over 200. He's got to be, I bet you, Cusimano's got to be about 220.
Really?
230. Yeah, he's a big kid, but all perfect build. He ain't fat. He's big.
Yeah. I like him.
A nice kid. He goes to all your. He used to go to all their fights. Even 2019, 18. He supports your nephew. He goes to all the fights.
That's pretty cool that Gonzaga is from your area, man.
I guess he's originally from Brazil, but he moved here. He's in Ludlow.
No, I know. He's been there since 07.
Yeah, he's at a jiu-jitsu school right over in Ludlow.
I'm just gonna go put the alarm on YouTube Talk, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Gonzaga had a lot of potential, and that fight. He was supposed to get kicked in the head that fight.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I seen him. I don't know him personally. I mean, I've seen him in the gym because I got a friend that works out there, and I go in there once in a while. I did go in there. But so he's a very nice guy, but he's a big bastard. He's got to be
6'4",
6'2", 6'4", right there, and he weighs probably about 270.
Yeah, no, he is. He walks around at 270 and he cuts down to 250.
Yeah,
I tell people all the time, like, my son is struggling to get up to like 175, because he's 5'8" and he's all muscle, but he's just like, Dad, I want to be 200 pounds like you, and I'm over here trying to be 195. So I'm like, we both have opposite problems, kid.
Exactly.
And but building muscle is so tough when you really want to do it. And my son is so dedicated. Protein powder, you name it, everything except for steroids.
Well, you see this guy now. This guy is all over the internet. This guy, they call him Liver something.
Liver King, that guy's
the guy who goes with the long hair and the beard. He's a big muscle guy. He says, "I never did steroids. I eat this kind of raw meat."
Liver,
and it came out later. He admitted, "I did steroids the whole time."
Yeah, he admitted it. And what's funny is he's only 5'7" and he weighs 210 pounds though.
Yeah,
I mean, and he's on $15,000 a month of what we call gear, all kind of stuff.
Right.
That's just, I'm 45 and I'm in the best shape of my life. And in 5 years, I'll probably ask the doctor for some, testosterone replacement. But I mean, I just don't understand when guys want to put those chemicals in their body. It's kind of,
Yeah.
Not for me. My son's the same way. He sees guys at the gym that are on it, and he just can't believe it.
You know how many guys die? You don't even hear. You only hear about the famous ones. You know how many guys die of heart attacks because of that shit?
Yeah.
There was a guy.
Almost all those famous wrestlers die from that. Their hearts can't take it. Your heart is a muscle too, and when you take growth hormone and steroids, your heart also gets bigger.
Let me tell you something. Maybe I'm nuts. I was heavy my whole life. I lose weight. I gain weight. I lose weight. You'll see me one day. You'll say, "Oh my God, you lost 100 pounds." You see me the next day. I gained 50. I'm up and down like a nut. I've been this way my whole life. But let me tell you something. These guys that come in, I see them all the time. They come in places. These muscle guys, these that are in the gym 6 hours a day, and they're huge. And I mean, I know the girl. Even the women. If the women are like fit women, like they want to work out and look fit, that's fine. But when you see these muscle girls that can, shake around, they're so big. I mean, I'm just being honest. Me personally, that don't turn me on. That does nothing for me.
No one wants to lay next to hard muscles if you're a guy at night. You want that woman to be nice, warm, and soft.
And you know,
You
and
know?
even with women, come on, let's be honest. Okay. I mean, I'm sure they like looking at a six pack and oh my God, look at the six
Yeah.
pack and oh my God, the
They
arms they
don't
got,
like
look at
that
his arms.
crazy stuff.
But
No,
come
they
on, they
don't.
want a
They
guy.
don't.
They want a guy that's, don't get me wrong, they want a guy who takes care of himself, but they want a guy that's going to laugh and eat with them and make jokes.
Yeah.
They don't want a guy that's sitting there. No, I'll just have give me a
Yeah,
salad
exactly.
and a
That's
banana.
what my son and I laugh about this. It's like
Come on.
he tells people, his friends, he calls his friends French models that eat like that. It's like, come on, dude, have a burger. You know, I walk around, my body fat's like 18% or something.
Yeah.
Most professional athletes, like, you know, that aren't competing, they're around 10 to 15%. Bodybuilders are like 5%. And when they're competing, that's the most unhealthy day of their life because they're cutting weight. They're, you know, they have no water in them. It's just in my opinion, it's a stupid sport. I don't like it.
Yeah.
You know, everyone should have their own goals, but to me, the good human form, you need to have some body fat because that's what gives you energy. You know, you need to have a little bit, like Cain Velasquez, great example. One of the greatest heavyweights ever in UFC history.
Yeah.
Had about 15 to 20% body fat, but he had great cardio.
Right.
So the body fat actually helped him. He had access to that fat during a fight. So there's that. You know, George Foreman did the same thing.
Well, look at even MMA. Look at what's his name? Not Nate Diaz. Who's the other one? Diaz, not Nate.
Nick
Who's
Diaz,
is
his
it? No,
brother.
Nate. What's his brother's
Yeah.
name?
Nick and then Nate.
Okay, Nick, not Nick. Nate. You look at
Yeah.
Nate. Nate, don't get me wrong. He's got great cardio. He's a legend in UFC. But
Yeah.
he's not built great. He's built. If he put a
No.
shirt on, he looks like a skinny kid working at a
No,
store.
he does, dude.
But
He's a regular
got
looking
the
guy.
technique, and he's got
Yeah.
technique, and he's got the stamina. He can go in a ring for as many rounds as he fights. I mean,
Exactly. And that's what I get. The cardio is the biggest thing, right? Like my son is learning this now. He lifted weights for 3 years. He's got all these muscles. But we went to San Francisco, my hometown, and for a whole day, him and his 3 college buddies were with me. And I drugged them up and down the hills on walks, and they couldn't keep up with the 45-year-old man because they don't do cardio.
Right. Right.
I pride myself in cardio. I'm that dude on the bike because I don't want to ever be sick again. I had bad kidney problems when I had diabetes. So
right.
Yeah.
Now
It's
is Alameda, California, near San Fran?
Yeah, Alameda. I live in Alameda, right outside of the Alameda County, actually. Alameda is
because I
about
was in that
15
naval
miles
hospital
from
there for a while, for about 2 months. I was in the Alameda Naval
Okay.
Hospital.
Yeah, Alameda Naval. It's right
I
near
was there.
Oakland.
Yeah, I
I
was
know
living
where
on
it is.
the campus for like a month, and I was there about a month, and then they sent me to Bethesda Naval Hospital outside Washington, which
Yeah,
that's the only reason I know Alameda.
Alameda. Yeah, that's it's a naval base there. There's all kinds of stuff going on. There's a shipyard there. A naval
That's where
shipyard.
that's where our ship was. Our oiler was getting refueled.
Yeah,
there.
that's the next county. I live in San Joaquin County, and then the next county over is Alameda County. So,
and then we used to go to I was in San Diego Naval Yard. That's huge over in San Diego because my ship was stationed in Pearl Harbor in Honolulu, but we were affiliated with the USS Nimitz Battle Group. You know, they go
okay.
out,
So you were on Kaneohe then? Were you on Kaneohe?
No, I was on the main island, Honolulu, right there.
Oh, you were on Honolulu, but what was the Marine base?
Oahu.
Wasn't
I
it
was
called
on Oahu?
Wasn't the Marine base called Kaneohe?
The one you're talking about is a Marine base on Oahu, but it's on the other side of the island.
Yeah, because I've been there. My brother trained for Ironman triathlons, and I got to ride on that base. That's why I was asking you.
You know what? You know what's over in that base? You know what's right next to that base? Like I used to go. It's on the other side of Oahu. It's about I'm going to say 45, 50 minutes from Pearl Harbor.
There's a nice beach over there. I know that.
But you know what the beach? That they call it the North Shore. That's where they do all them ESPN.
Yeah.
That's where the waves.
I know.
Are
I jumped off that rock. You know that big rock, the Waimea rock.
Where they got Diamond Head is the thing, and then I forgot the rock you're talking about.
I've jumped off of that Waimea rock when I was 16.
Waimea,
I was there in '94 when I was 16 years old for the whole summer. Because my brother was based at was it Schofield Barracks or something? I can't remember.
Yeah, there was Pearl Harbor where our Navy base was, and then right attached to Pearl Harbor was Air Force base. I forgot the name of it.
Yeah, and then there was
Hickam,
and there
whatever it
was
was.
Chickham. That's right, Hickam
Yeah,
with an
That
H.
was right next
Yep.
to my place. Yeah, we used to.
Yeah, my
we used to
brother
go
was
to-
at Schofield Barracks because my brother was Special Forces Green Beret captain at the time.
Wow.
He retired as a colonel. He retired in 2018, 35 years.
We used
So
to. We
you know
used to
what
pull.
that means.
We used to pull in a port, like say for instance the Philippines.
Yeah.
Now they closed the port, but it's in Olongapo City.
That's where my grandfather died in the Philippines while he was in the army.
Really? We
Yes,
used to
sir.
pull in with probably, we'd be out in the ocean 101 days. It was called the Westpac. And it would be the USS Nimitz. It'd be us because we were the refueling ship. We sat in the middle of the ocean and the ships, when they would pull up next to us and we refuel them, it was called underway replenishment. So they never had to go in to get fuel. We fueled them.
Okay.
And we would pull in a course of like 2 days, there would probably be about 7 to 12 ships in base at one time. Now, keep in mind, an aircraft carrier at the time carried 5,500 people. Okay, some of these other ships maybe carried 800. Maybe our ship only carried 450. But you're talking at one time, you got like 30,000 soldiers, women and men soldiers, would go into these ports, and we'd spend a week or two there. You know the money that they counted on for us to spend. You know, because once we pulled out of port, they were pretty much dead there until the next time some other ship came, which would be 6 months later, 3 months later, or whatever.
No, you know what I was doing? Everybody wants to know if I fell asleep. What I was doing, I went on Instagram and I got a few pictures. I stole them from what's his name? Jimmy Birchfield Sr.
Yeah, Senior. He's got good ones. I gotta put them on. Yeah.
There's my nephew.
There you go.
Yeah.
CES Boxing Winter.
Yeah, I sent you a couple too, Angel.
What?
I sent you a couple too that Jimmy gave me.
Yeah, and I got this one. Where's cousin?
Cusimano's right next to your nephew's right there, and I mean Cusimano's right to the right next to him.
Yeah,
with the beard.
He's the big dude.
No, he's an animal.
What I did, I wasn't sleeping. I was fishing.
He's out of Virginia. Cusimano's originally out of Virginia Beach, Virginia, and now he's in Connecticut. Well, he was in Connecticut training at Champs Boxing. I think it's up near Stamford.
Good night, Amber. Thank you.
Good night, Amber Alert.
Good night.
You'll have a huge crew there tomorrow, Angel. You'll have all the William DeMayo, that whole crew. You'll have all the Springfield guys.
Yeah, I forgot they're all going. That's right.
Oh,
how can you watch it at home? Is it available to watch on pay-per-view?
Yeah, I think it's on.
My son's gonna be streaming it. I think I'm gonna find out tomorrow. But my son's not going. This is the first time he's not going to a fight because he has something with his kids. What the heck is it? He's going somewhere with his kids. I forgot. You got to see these events when they have them, like in Hartford, right? 3 buses pull up. Listen to this. So we get there from Springfield. You got 3 buses from New York pulls up. 1 from Queens, 1 from Brooklyn, 1 from Staten Island,
and they're all family and friends.
And they all pull out. You got back then. You had Casper whatever his name is, Casper also driving 1 van or bus, whatever.
That won't be this time.
Yeah, and I know. You got your brother Peter. You got Peter ahead of another bus. John's got them all mapped out, and all of a sudden the doors open, and it's like they all come from New York. It's like Swam Hartford.
That's good. Take over the town for a night.
Oh, it's just so fun. You see everybody from the internet and Facebook, and it's just a great time. Everyone's laughing. They're going to have a lot of fun. Tomorrow I unfortunately can't go. You can't go, right? Well,
a few more months, Chicky, right? 2 more months.
2 more months, yeah. And if I go out there, I can't take a shot because somebody takes a picture of me in Connecticut, that'll be the end of it.
Yeah, no.
It's gonna feel good to be free again for you, brother. Yeah. Man. I just got my Second Amendment rights back for some BS California court stuff.
Really?
And, yeah, no, it was in June. I had I think I told you this before, but I went to the gas station to go check an ATM, and actually I never told this here. I just told Lee what happened. Oh. And I wanted to go see if my check went direct deposit, and it didn't. so I went to this other ATM because it wouldn't tell me my balance.
Yeah.
And when I was going to this gas station, this guy almost runs me over. And I go, "Hey, man, come on." And I look at him, and he's with his wife. He's in this gardening truck with all kinds of pickaxes and stuff. And then I'm like, whatever. And then he reverses it, and I'm just trying to get in the gas station. He almost runs me over again. And I look at him. I shake my head. I say some choice words to him. I go inside, just trying to avoid a problem. You know, I had my gun on me. It's legal. It's mine. Whatever. He's just some angry guy, right? So come out of the gas station, and now the guy's coming after me, yelling at me and talking all this crazy stuff. And I'm just trying to get off the gas station property. I live a block away, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Look, man, I don't want no problems with you. Just, I'm out of here." And it's all on camera, which saved me because I had my larger 9mm pistol on me. And when I was getting animated with the guy, I'm like an Italian guy, move my hands around. The handle of the gun showed under my stomach. And the wife immediately flagged down a police officer who was passing by. And the police officer, you know, caught up with me a block later. I just walked away. I didn't run. I was like, whatever. I have a permit for this. Like, I didn't do nothing. And then she's screaming, "He's going to shoot my husband," just trying to get his attention. So they pull me over, and the cops don't even cuff me. They sit me down on the curb, and then they're looking for the lady and the husband. The lady claimed that I was pointing a gun at her husband. Her husband had pickaxes and shovels that he was leaning against, and I was walking away. So the cameras prove that. But
I was going to say, couldn't they just show the camera? Because
the cameras prove that. So the cops went back to go get them, and the lady and her husband they left. So they couldn't charge me with brandishing a weapon.
Right.
Because they were trying to say I pulled it out and everything. So the cops went and they looked on the video, and they saw that I never pulled it out, but I still have this gun on me. And
yeah, but it's legal.
No, I know it's legal, but check this out. My permit had expired for 3 months.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
So I got a misdemeanor charge for carrying my own gun, and I had to take a plea. And the plea was because they ticketed me. They let me go, and I walked home, and they took my gun. And then I had to take a plea, and the plea was that I can't buy any bullets till a certain date or any new guns or anything, and I can't get caught with guns on me, and that I was under search and seizure for the next 5 months. So I just got done with that, and it was terrible. You know what I mean? Like, they had actually, part of the agreement was I had to destroy my gun, so I lost that gun. But it was silly because it wasn't the only gun I legally owned. So it was kind of like posturing by California. They're just like, they told me they want to destroy the gun. I can't buy any new guns for X amount of months and no ammo. But it meant it was just stupid because I have ammo and guns at home. So, yeah, long story short, they're dropping the case now because I didn't get in trouble in the last 5 months.
Yeah, after all your guns are gone, after all your guns got destroyed, you can't buy bullets. And then meanwhile, if you were a gangbanger, you know they don't leave you alone. You got 100 million guns.
Exactly. I just went through all this, and it was terrible, man, because it's like I didn't even do anything wrong. I didn't even pull the gun out. You know, I just had my gun on me, and my permit was expired. So, but yeah, it was 5 months of I couldn't buy a new gun, or I don't want any new guns. That's what they're so stupid, right?
Let me tell you something. You almost need, like, even guys that I don't go to these bars, like these bars when we were a long time ago, kids, you know, whatever. But when you go to even bars, or even if you're in a parking lot and somebody wants to fight with these crazy bastards with this jiu-jitsu and MMA guys, every other person's taking MMA. I mean, you'd have some problem as a kid in their 20s that wants to fight.
I'm 45 years old. If a 20-year-old does knock me on the concrete and I die, who's going to tell my wife?
Yeah. Listen,
you know, if 2 or 3 kids jump me, so I got to be able to defend myself. I'm not a young baby anymore.
But you know what I mean? See, when you get to it, like me, I'm not a violent person, you know, I never really was. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll handle myself. There's no problem. But I'm not a violent person. But nowadays, the last 10 years, I mean, if something happens to me, I'm not wrestling around a parking lot with somebody doing jiu-jitsu. I'm just getting my car, hit them or hit them with a bat. I'm not
whatever I have. That's exactly what I told my wife. I'm not breaking knuckles anymore. I'm getting old. I got arthritis. I'm not trying to fight nobody. That's why these guys are silly.
I would hate to be a 20-year-old kid, 18-year-old kid out in the 22-year-old kid out in the bars today. It ain't like the
Yeah.
old days, you know. You get in a
Well,
fight.
there's a couple people online here that I'd fight for charity, but I digress.
Yeah, that ain't even. It ain't
I got
even.
3 rounds for anybody on here. That's great.
No, it ain't even worth it.
Hey, I'm half Puerto Rican, man. I can't back down. It's against my freaking DNA.
Right.
Really?
Yeah, I have a problem. I don't. Yeah, it's a problem. I was the guy you challenged in high school to eat a goldfish, and I'd probably do it. Just freaking weirdo.
Hello, how are you, Ralph? How are you? Wise Up Show. You know what bothers me is when people lie and say that when they get caught doing home invasions and they say, "Oh, we were ordered to do it." It's such bullshit.
Yeah.
It's such bullshit.
Home invasions. That is the lowest form.
Such bullshit.
Yeah, we had some weirdo knock on my door today. He was knocking on all the doors in our neighborhood. It's like, come on, man. Yeah, well, what they'll do is they'll knock on your door, and if no one answers, then they'll take note of it, and they might break in later. So, I have a Ring door camera, and I just get on the camera and say, "Hey, I'm coming to the door, and you better leave." And that's it. No threats. Just
That's
you
why
can
I'll be
fill in the
honest with you.
blanks.
I'm blessed with my 2 daughters because my daughter lives out in the woods, got a lot of acres, and her husband is a lieutenant at the Connecticut State Prison. So he taught her, or I don't know if he's a lieutenant. He's up there. He's a big guy up there. So, anyways, but he's got guns, of course, at his house. So he taught my daughter how to shoot.
Yeah.
Man. Because he works sometimes when she's with the baby.
Oh.
So she's got the gun right near her, like a little small caliber, I think a 38, and it's legal. And she said, "Dad, somebody knocks at the door at night. I'm giving them a couple warnings. I'll fire in the ceiling, and then I'm shooting to kill." And I said, "That's what just shoot right in his head."
Well, save the warning shot too. Just the I have a gun, I'll defend myself on a speaker will do wonders.
And then she taught
people that even a bad guy with an AR-15 trying to break in your house, if he hears or knows you have a gun, he's not going to hang out. People don't hang out and have shootouts. People don't understand that. But like my wife, she's so afraid of guns. I bought her a little 32 Smith & Wesson model. It's a Model 31.
Yeah.
It's a 6-shot 32, and she just won't touch it. And, you're lucky your daughter is willing to,
and she taught my other daughter. She taught my other daughter's husband works. They got, they're normal guys. And they got legal licenses. And my other daughter learned how to shoot from my other daughter.
And they live in the country. And nobody's coming to save you, especially out there. You're going to have to defend yourself.
They both know. They're going to yell out, "Listen, I got a gun," and whatever.
Yeah.
And then that's the end of it. I said, then do the OK Corral. Start shooting.
You never go outside, though. That's the main rule. Because when you go outside, you expose yourself to unknown people with unknown capabilities. You stay in your house. If they break that threshold, you do what you got to do.
I seen a video. I'm sorry, Angel. I seen a video. I believe it was on TikTok, of a woman. It's a 911 call, and the woman's in the house. They show the house.
Yeah, and she warns the guy. I saw that.
She's telling the cop, "I don't want to do this. I have a shotgun.
Yeah.
Some nuts at my front door." Then he goes, "Oh boy!" She came around the back, and then she's going, "Please God, don't put me in this position. Please God, I'm going to kill this guy." And the lady on the phone is saying, "Ma'am, just relax. Okay, here he comes. He's in the back door now. Okay, he's banging. Okay, my gun, I'm cocking it. Shotgun." She said, "I don't want to do this." And the lady goes, "No, just relax." "Oh boy, he just broke through. He's coming in. Do what you got to do." To 911 said,
I heard that.
She shot him, and she said, "He's dead. That's it. He's dead. Oh God, help me. She's dead."
Yeah,
and she killed him.
It's terrible. Home invasions are very common. Over 1 million a year.
What you got to do? He's coming through the door. He broke through the first lock. He's almost in. Do what you got to do. You're saving yourself or life or whatever, how she said it. And you heard the blast. And then the woman said, "Oh, God, that's it. I killed him. He's dead."
Yeah, that's unfortunate. But, she's here and he's not now. So.
Yeah, exactly.
They're necessary. Guns are they're just any other tool in the world. Not everyone's willing to use them, but the bad guys are. So we got to know
And don't
that.
get me wrong, if you have kids in the house, you got to get, like, they got this thing now. My son-in-law has it. You got to see it to believe it. He's got a thing that goes on the side of his bed, his house bed, the main bed, whatever, the wife and husband bed.
Yeah.
On the bed, on the metal part of the bed that the mattress lays on, right? There's a gun holster, okay? And the gun is in there, but you got to use his specific fingerprint or my daughter's, touch it, there's some part of that metal thing, and the gun releases.
Yes, my friend has that same one. I have a one that's not electronic.
So
that
if you
has a
got
lock,
kids,
but
no kid can do that. You understand? It's locked. You can't get at the trigger. You can't get nothing.
Yeah.
That's one, and it's safe. And then they got another one in the closet where it's 2 seconds. You know, you just punch 2-3 codes and it opens up. So
that's
you can't leave around your house with kids. You know that.
No, never. You can only lock them up. Locking your guns is super important, especially in California. Oh my God.
Chicky, you sound like you're in the fish tank again.
I do.
Well,
Yeah. I'm trying to come back in. Let me try.
it did sound like he's in a fish tank. That's funny. Oh wow, I got cramps. I didn't stretch. I'm old. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I think Chicky I think that Chicky jumped off altogether.
Yeah, well, Angel, don't get mad at me, but I think I gotta go.
Mad. I'm getting tired too.
Well, I'm not even tired. My phone is dead. But could you kick me out, because I always leave and you never kick me?
Thank you so much, Kelly G. It's always a pleasure to have you on here, Renee.
It's always a pleasure to be there, sweetie. You're the best. God bless you, the dogs, and the family. Okay.
Yes, you too, and thank you.
Thank you. Take care, chat. She's gonna kick me. I'm closing my eyes.
Yes. I don't know if Chicky is coming back or not. I doubt it. But let me just. Hello. The world has gone crazy. Unfortunately, you do what you have to do to protect yourself and your family if you have to. I agree. I just I'm interested in that what he's saying, that lock for the gun, that it's only your fingerprint that would open it. I gotta look into that. Let's see. Because I just don't believe in having a gun in the house when you have children, but I definitely want one. Chicky is a gentleman. He wouldn't leave like that. Yes, he always does. He always leaves like that. You're just sitting there talking and he leaves. MRE does the same thing, but it's okay. I think that Chicky's done. Yeah, exactly. I definitely want one. Why are you disappointed in Chicky? What's the big deal? Sometimes his phone dies. Sometimes he can't get back on. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal at all, because I was looking to end this anyway so that I can go to sleep. It is 2:30 in the morning. And everybody, thank you so much. Thank you for always showing up and hitting that like button. Thank you. And everybody, have a great night. Maybe tomorrow night I'll be back when with the fight and everything. We'll see. But everybody, good night. And Howie, hit the like button, Howie, and grow up.